We did the
the
higher
peoples,
we get,
right?
it doesn't make sense
We're
for us
good?
to be leveling.
Yeah, we
super
can start.
fast.
Right. Let's get going. Let's do a recap.
Yeah, let's do that.
Onward.
Welcome back to Aetherflux.
Yay!
It's Dungeons and Dragons in space. Some more. So you guys have been on quite a journey into Feywild
Get a
space.
sound effect thing.
You have pursuing the Circle of Wizards has been your main goal, as directed by Denier. You have gone to a dimension ship that's in the middle of a planet, found information about two powerful wizards, Zook and Qualish. You have then realized they left that place and gone to Donye Glonye, or the Crystal City, as it's called. As you approach the moon of this planet on the edge of Feywild space,
Which is supposed to be where this Crystal City is.
yeah, you find it.
Allegedly.
You found it completely covered in a green ooze. And after some careful exploring and befriending of the ooze,
Magically.
a planet-sized amount of ooze. Yeah.
Just gonna throw it out there that can we refer to him as Blobtholomew?
You can name him whatever you want.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
He doesn't have enough int to have a name, really.
We're not putting this one on the ship.
I don't think you'll be able to. You can take some of it with you, maybe.
Oh my god.
First my dire wolf, now this. Me.
Oh my gosh. Right. Anyhow.
So you ended up taking
You're determined to get us destroyed.
You took your ether cycles down to one of the towers that was protruding from the ooze to find that it had a kind of a ship hatch on the top. Opened that up and made your way down in. And started exploring, only to hear clanking and all kinds of noise from downstairs as something metal scraped up this stairwell to just kind of jump out at you guys. Giant steel tentacles have pulled up at this, what looks like a kraken or a giant octopus made out of metal parts. Giant mechanical metal octopus. You notice that the back end of the octopus, where the organs and stuff and the brain of an octopus normally is actually shaped like a large coffin, a large steel coffin, and bolted closed on all sides.
Bolted closed.
So you're talking about, okay, so an octopus is normally a bunch of legs and then like a bloop in the middle.
Yeah, there's like
that
a head
bloop
with
is
eyes,
coffin-shaped?
and then like a lump out of the back.
This, the little thing that would like be the comical kind of like triangle squid shaped piece is actually a coffin? Or like, because they don't have like a...
Again,
I think that
tentacles,
kind of has a bulb.
eye spot,
And then there's that big
beak spot,
bulbous area in the
bulbous
back.
thing.
But that bulbous, the whole bulbous thing
that's
is a
where the
coffin.
coffin
Okay,
is.
the whole thing is a coffin.
Mechanically linked up to the rest of it.
Interesting. Okay. Weird.
Yeah, you notice that right away because from the coffin you can hear the sound of a little girl crying. You hear, please save me.
Aw, hell no.
Damn it.
Right?
Interesting.
You can see all of us pulling back on the murder hobo-ness. It's like,
Like we're all like getting our weapons ready, and then we're like, still weapons, but damn it.
Does it look like actually like locked in and connect? Like, is it like integrated into it? Like, does it look like we could cut it off? Or...
You'll have to do checks. Everybody roll initiative.
Ah! Okay.
We're all
I
gonna
didn't roll
get
inside my
hobo.
stupid thing.
Oh God.
I paid for that.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
a 2.
17.
15.
12.
I will require
14.
a thing. 16. I can't add. Or did our initiative
Some pens.
go up? No, I can't add. I have no excuse for that. My initiative was +3 before. It's +3 now.
Oh, right.
I'm just dumb.
Technically, we leveled up. We are level 5.
We'll label it as a processing error and fire your secretary. That's all.
Oh, my cats are going to be so disappointed to learn that they're out of a job.
We got Shadow.
14.
14.
Your cats work.
No, they're terrible. They deserve to be fired.
What'd you get?
I have a 3, actually.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
Wowzers.
So I got a
F.
2 plus a 1.
You rolled worse than I did, which was, I thought, pretty bad.
Welcome to the world of Kevin and Tucker, where we roll in golf scores.
Kevin's is worse. His defies logic. Yours, sometimes you just roll poorly. His just doesn't make any sense. Like in the same way that Captain America's shield defies the laws of physics, Kevin's rolls defy the laws of probability. How is he rolling like that? Such crap, but then such gold.
I'm trying to compare somebody who's technically unluckier, or not as unlucky as, say, like Deadpool, but is still somewhat unlucky in the Marvel Universe. Yeah, like I know I'm not terribly unlucky.
Everyone who fights Jinx.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that was a bit of a tangent.
just to remind you, you're in the top part of this tower. You've closed the ceiling back up. There's like workbenches and things like that in here. It looks like somebody might be doing like ship repair in this environment. It's got a lot of tools.
Dusty and not touched for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's up in the stairwell? Or
It's
is
coming
it...
up out of the stairwell.
Okay.
Nivik, you're up.
Oh, wow.
Zorlin, you're going next.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is this thing?
Is it a medium creature? Large?
Probably.
This is a large thing.
Are the tentacles several of us long each?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real big.
Real big.
It's a big
Yeah, this is scary. Scary.
I have no spells that will. Actually, no. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
and have that attack. I guess.
I will say that you guys think just at the moment of looking at this that you might be able to damage the tentacles separately.
Are there actually 8 tentacles?
Mm-hmm.
Do squids have the same number of tentacles as a
They have
Squid actually has 10.
Okay.
An octopus has 8.
Really?
Yep. It has 2 longer, feeler guys.
8
Oh.
tentacles.
Leave it to the druid to know.
My entire life has been a lie. I thought squids had 6.
Nope.
I knew they had a different number, I thought.
Yeah, because they have the 2 big ones.
It depends, actually. I think cuttlefish had 6.
25 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you're
Try
aiming
to
for a tentacle?
direct it for a tentacle.
Yeah.
Does that take 2 away for
25?
Yeah.
2 hit. Yes. Okay. That does hit.
You still have a 25.
Kitty.
What's that? Well, it's because I get to use my my magic with
You
the
did it.
8 plus your spell modifier. That would be. Where's my modifier? 9. To a tentacle.
9 tentacle damage.
Okay. What kind of damage is this?
I think it's just labeled force.
Force.
Okay.
Oh,
Moby Fritz.
don't eat this, Fritz.
Oh, it might be a little. You might.
I was going to say, maybe don't get so
smell
close.
it too much
Maybe don't
either.
smell it right now so much either, yeah.
Tripping balls.
Might be a little fumey.
It's better than catnip.
Okay. Yeah, as you hit it, you hear again from the coffin the sound of a man that says, "Please, somebody get me out of here! Help!"
Wasn't it?
It was a little girl
minute ago?
before.
How many of you are in there?
How big is the coffin? Is it big enough to hold 2 people?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, creepy.
Maybe it's your cousins there.
Oh shoot! What
Or
is
other
that?
bird
Does this
people.
spell work?
Oh,
because they're all mimicky.
Yeah. You actually, now that you're thinking about that, you realize that some of the crystalline people that you've seen when you were doing clairvoyance, some of them were Kenku.
Oh, okay.
all right.
Only
Oh.
some.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Sorlin.
Concerns me when you don't make us roll.
All
for
right,
information.
so I'm going to unsheath my mithril longsword,
Ooh.
and I'm going to attack twice.
Nice.
'Cause I'm 5th level now, and I can.
Hit him with the stick.
All right, so does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Great, then I hit twice. I started with the lower one.
Awesome.
Nice.
What kind of damage is this?
Slashing,
What is Fritz doing? Oh, he's getting kicked off.
Yeah, because I just got concerned.
slashing, and this longsword, unlike Talon, is not magical. If
Okay.
That makes a difference.
Okay.
But you did tell us that the mithril weapons had advantage on breaking inanimate objects.
This is an animate object.
Oh, all right.
It is animated.
It is definitely animated.
Yeah.
I should have used Talon then. Because it's a +1 longsword. Whatever, I already said which one I was using.
Yep.
Anywho, that does
The way the stairs as well is the opening around it.
Okay.
16 slashing altogether. And I'm going to expend a key point for some sweet kung fu kicks in a flurry of blows.
Everybody loves kung fu fighting.
Bibbidi babs.
Oof. Real bad miss, but does a 13 hit by any chance?
No.
Then I just kick impressively at the air.
Cool. It looks really cool.
I'm sure it does.
Those tentacles are real wiggly. It's tricky.
Yeah, it was very difficult.
wiggled out of the way there. Oh man. And that would be my turn.
All right. Shadow.
As a free action, can I just look at the connection between the coffin and the squid body to see if it looks like something that is locked on? You said something about being held on with. Like,
It is
something.
built into it as one.
It's built
big-
into- okay,
As
it's a
much as the
single-
tentacles are built on and everything else.
Okay, all right.
It's
Okay.
It's a part of
the
the
way you
design.
described it before, I wasn't sure if
It's
it was like.
part of the design of the thing. I was trying to make it sound like that, but that's what it is.
Does it look like the coffin part that's shaped like a coffin is like kind of open like a coffin?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it looks like it could open.
That's possible.
I'm gonna cast knock on that.
It is bolted closed.
Bolted.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
so it's
it's
not
like a
locked
solid.
closed,
It's
it's
not
like-
locked. It's sealed up. It's not it's not locked. I would say this is not locked.
Okay. But is it made of like the same material as the everything else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't understand what's going on,
If
but
you,
since I don't understand what's going on, I'm just gonna do what I would normally do, which is cast heat metal on it.
Oh no.
So I'm casting heat metal on it.
Okay.
What part?
Any part.
I mean,
I'm gonna cast.
tentacles, though?
Yeah, I'm
They're
gonna-
the part most likely to kill us. Followed shortly thereafter by the beak.
Oh, the beak. Yeah.
Unless there's a gun mounted on this
Is there?
thing
Does
that
it
you
have a
haven't
beak?
mentioned yet.
I'll cast it right on the beak if that's the case.
Sure.
Sure. It has.
It has a beak.
I don't know how much control do you have over that? Because like the clever thing to do would be to heat the metal around the bolt holes so they expand, so that you can just pull out the bolts. But I don't know that you could do that.
But I'd
I
be
don't
able
know
to. I
how
mean,
much
I assume the
control there
heat
is
would
over the
also
heat
heat up the
metal.
bolts over a period of time as well. I'm
It'd be
just
a real
looking to
bad
say.
backfire if you just fused it shut.
Manufactured metal object.
That
Would definitely be that, right?
It is a manufactured metal object. Most of it, yeah.
I cause the object to glow red hot.
The whole object. Done.
There we go. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. You
Rotisserie style.
Oh, she said
you can use a bonus
said
action
she was
on
aiming it
each
at
of your
the beak.
subsequent turns to cause the damage. Again, The creature
So
is wearing the object. It can do something to take it off, but it's not. It literally is the object.
Yes.
Put a beer can in there.
Okay.
Just rip off the
It's going to have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. And then every turn after that as well, it looks like. 2d8 fire damage. Whoops, that's my lap. It's an 8 and a 7. Ooh, that's not bad at all. 15. Oh wait, that's not a...
Larg.
Oh, okay, I'm assuming it's... Okay. Alright, so it's got heat metal on him.
What do you think?
what have you done?
He's got heat metal
And-
actively on him.
And what did you roll? What's
15 damage.
Okay.
Heat, hot fire damage.
Okay. So you see for just a brief second, this like heat radiate over the top, and then just fizzle off.
Does the spell not take?
The spell took, but it looks like it didn't do almost anything.
What's that?
It doesn't. It's resistant or immune to fire damage. Well, that's frustrating.
But even if it's resistant, hopefully it means it still gets the disadvantages and stuff.
Well, yeah. Even if it's resistant, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If it takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution savings throw, or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until
It
the
is
next
the
start
object,
of your...
so
So it doesn't. It may or may not have disadvantage on its attacks. That's I don't know. That's up to you. That's it. That's my turn though. Movement wise, I just want to be kind of outside of the range of its tentacly stuff if I can be.
okay. Everybody is in range of this thing because these
There's
tentacles
nowhere
are
to
really
not
It's just
be.
heckin'
You,
real
you
big.
could try to run to the corner of the other corner of the room. Yeah. But it's going to have an opportunity attack on you
Oh, it is. Oh, then
Yeah.
I won't do that. No,
because
no.
that's you're leaving combat.
It's got like uber reach.
It's got uber reach. That's fine. Okay, sure. I'm done.
Okay. Ricky.
Okay, I have a question about since we're going to be targeting. I'm going to be targeting a tentacle,
Okay.
but the wording for Hunter's Mark says. Here we are. Okay, so I choose a creature I can see within range to mystically mark it as my quarry. Since I'm marking the creature, do the tentacles still count as part of creature? Or
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark it.
Mhm.
I'm going to use my Mithril Battle Axe.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing a ding at it. Where are you?
What do you got?
15?
No. Miss.
And then I'm going to have my little robot arm hand me one of my
Oh yeah.
flails.
Okay.
The little robot backpack helper.
Yeah.
So now I
Love
am
it.
dual.
Cool. All right. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Okay. This is my turn. One of the tentacles starts making this kind of whipping thwap motion towards Darwin,
Oh god.
and he whiffs. Like you get out of the way just in time.
Okay.
Whip whap whiff.
You cracked your way out of it. Ooh, crikey.
Another one is coming towards Shadow.
No.
Yeah, maybe that's
illegal.
my adept dodging.
My AC is 14. I like to be beside the seaside.
And it's gonna hit.
No, it's not.
If only just saying that worked. You're gonna take 52 damage.
13 damage.
13. Oh, okay.
No, didn't write it down.
No. There goes a quarter of my hit points.
If I never write it down, I never get hit.
Another
That on
one.
the sheet never happened.
Another tentacle's coming towards Ricky. It's gonna whiff. And I have a funny way of selecting who it's randomly hitting.
It's like, it's almost random.
It's almost as if it was random.
Nivek, one's coming towards you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
I know what I'm gonna do next.
12 damage.
Rude.
And this is bludgeoning damage. Because it's a smack. Yeah, it's just...
No disadvantage on those rolls, so it took no damage from my...
and you hear a woman's voice of like, somebody get me out of here! Please! Please!
We're working on it, sir and/or madam.
Little girl.
Young and or old.
All right. Darvin, you're up.
As I start contemplating the possibility of Schrodinger's peasant inside this thing, I'm going to cast a web from my staff here and try and basically encapsulate that coffin thing in the stairwell.
Oh, like stopping it from getting any further into the room?
That and hopefully covering its eyes and stuff. It's a 20-foot cube, so if I get more than the coffin, that's just bonus.
Okay.
Well, the coffin's definitely not 20 feet because it's just a medium creature. You could probably get the whole thing.
All right. This
Made
is
for like all those tentacles.
going to be your concentration. 20-foot cube. Was... Starts its turn in the web. Makes a dex throw. On a failed save, it's restrained. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good. That happens.
It's restrained?
Yeah.
It's restrained?
No, it's when it starts
On
its
its
turn,
turn, it's gonna make.
it's going to
the
make
roll
a
for it.
dex saving throw.
Oh, sweet.
And then it can use its action to try and get out with a strength save as well. Or a strength check against my DC, which is like
If it's restrained.
14. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That happens.
And
There's
I
just this web of spider silk that just fills this whole area. Yeah, around the
That
creature.
hurts us, though, doesn't it? Like, we get
If
stuck.
you go into it, but it's pretty much just making these long tentacle attacks, and you've kind of like...
So we're not really within melee range of that area, even.
Yeah, I'm going to say that like you saw that there was an opportunity to use this, and you... And it
Yeah, I'd say we probably didn't want to get in too close on it. We're just trying to like
Yeah.
hack and magic away at its
Okay.
tentacles.
We're Jason the Argonauts this. Just flailing a little bit off screen, and we're like,
Nivek.
Okay.
Off screen. That's lovely. Yes.
My armor of mirror image. To activate that, is that an action?
It's a trigger word, right?
Probably. I can find the notes on
You would
But you
think
just
that
need to look up.
speaking a
I would
word
hope that it would be bonus
that would
action.
be a
to do
bonus
that.
action at least.
Speaking of bonus action, I'm going to
Use an
my-
action to speak its command word.
An action.
An action to speak the command word? Oh, that's a bummer.
It creates 3 illusory duplicates.
Back
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
day,
that's sweet.
As if you'd cast the spell
voice
mirror
recognition
image. So it's,
is really iffy. You know what I mean?
it's basically giving you the mirror image spell.
Which would be an action to cast.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's all right.
So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to jump onto the coffin part of the Kraken
Okay.
and start taking off one of the bolts with my tinker tools.
Okay. Okay. Do an acrobatics check to get on top of this thing.
Oh no, that's my worst.
You are also going to be your next turn. Your next turn will be starting inside the web.
Yeah.
Which is technically difficult.
Oh, actually,
to
you're just
rein.
entering it. You'll be entering the web.
yes.
Yeah, and you'll have to do a dex save as well as an acrobatics check to
Yeah.
jump up there.
And like he was about to say, I think it is difficult terrain going through it too.
Yeah, but since you're jumping at it, I'll let the acrobatics check. I'll let you jump
Get
on
you
it.
up in there.
I think I just
Yeah.
pulled a, I think I just pulled a
terrain.
Frodo.
Oh no.
What'd
Oh,
you-
just 8.
Yeah,
Wrenches
make
You know
your
those Velcro walls?
make your dex saving throw.
I'm just gonna roll around in a sleeping bag around the bottom of this spider.
14. I actually rolled pretty well.
That's not bad.
What's the save DC on web?
14 because
What's
I
off
casted
of-
it.
Oh, he met a
It's
14.
his spell save DC. So.
Yeah,
He met it.
you met it. So you are not. But you didn't also. You also didn't land on the kind of like the thrashing. Back
So
end
he's
of
on the
this thing.
ground somewhere.
Yeah, you're in the thick of it.
You didn't land quite where you wanted
Yeah,
to.
it's not a good spot.
That web messed you up.
My
really.
calculations are askew.
In the heat of battle, I'm almost picturing it like you were running to jump and he casts web and you're midair just like, oh crap.
That is your movement. You still have an action.
Well, I figured the action would be getting my Tinker tool out.
Yeah, but you didn't
make it up
make the
there.
jump, so. You also have your spiritual weapon out still too.
Oh yeah, that gets to attack.
So it could still go, right?
It gets to
Yeah.
attack independent of me.
Oh, nice.
Is there a tentacle near me?
Sure.
Tentacles everywhere.
Yeah, there's tentacles everywhere. You can see the edges. You can see like the start of some of the tentacles coming out.
I'll smack one with my mace.
Okay.
That's probably a miss.
We know
10?
that 14 misses.
No, miss.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna roll for my
I
spiritual
think a
weapon.
15 missed too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It's made out of metal.
21.
21 will definitely hit.
Hey, those spiritual weapons.
I'm waiting for the one that hits its AC exactly, though. I really like knowing that number.
Find the number.
That would be 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh, I scrolled down to your armor information. That's why I lost it. And then, Zorlin, you're up.
Yeah. Guess what, tentacles? I'm coming for you. So, does a 16 hit?
No.
Crap. But a dirty 20 does, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness.
I'm feeling like it might be about 17.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably 17, because I think my first hit was on an 18. So that's 10 slashing, and I'm going to expend another key point and hope for better rolls with this flurry of blows.
Well, 17 so we can find out.
Yeah, right?
Science.
Big oofs. I miss.
Okay. All right.
Based on previous rolls, I miss.
Yeah.
Shadow, you're up.
Casting Shatter.
Based on 16 or
Okay.
less.
Yeah.
So,
Based on my high roll was a 13.
I'm
so-
sorry.
How does that work?
Depending on how this plays out.
So now it's right in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna, because I have seen where he has landed.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try to cast this so that the 10-foot radius doesn't hit him, but hits the majority of the legs and
Okay.
everything of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And each and every one of those legs needs to now make a DC 14 Constitution savings throw, and it has disadvantage. Each one has disadvantage.
Okay,
Because
so
it's metal.
they don't act as separate objects, but you think you can damage them.
Well,
So-
however,
so you-
however you decide that it makes them fall off.
It
sure,
is
one's
still
DC
one entity.
Okay.
It's just that
I
there's...
don't know how you rolling it. If it's like a
I'm just
Zelda
letting you
boss
know
fight or
that-
not.
that-
Like-
yeah,
I don't know.
So,
But yeah, it is at disadvantage.
oh, it's a disadvantage.
Yes,
Why
because
is
it's
that?
metal. A creature made of inorganic material, stone, crystal, metal, etc.
Okay, then that doesn't
Disadvantage
count.
on the savings throw.
Is that just part of Shatter?
Yeah.
That's why I picked
Neat.
it. Yeah.
That's why that tower that we were kicking the crap out of in the odd lot was getting kicked the crap out of it. Three of us had
We're
shatter.
throwing a lot of stuff at that tower, too.
I'm just gonna roll this damage because either way. Ooh,
You had
2
it.
8s.
Okay, so what was the DC?
I was calling
14.
lightning when we
Okay, it
attacked
passes.
that thing. I was
It passes even with disadvantage.
It did not have disadvantage.
It had advantage?
Did not have advantage.
I am so confused. I don't know how things
was a-
work. That's okay.
I think you canceled each other out.
Nah, he's
negated his
doing like epic level
I'm not.
scary things.
This is
I don't know.
It is a
I
scary
don't like
thing.
it.
This is a scary thing. You shouldn't
Whatever.
like
It's
it.
horrible.
You can explain it to us.
Either way, it's
Yeah.
When we or it are dead.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
3 days later.
it takes 10
Well, that was a fun
damage
campaign.
anyhow.
Okay.
Takes
'cause it's
half on
halves?
a yeah.
Okay.
Takes half on a save.
10 damage?
10 damage.
Oh, what kind of damage?
Thunder damage.
I love that thunder damage is essentially just loud damage.
Bang! Yeah. Ear damage.
Awesome.
Yeah, right?
Damage to your ears.
Ricky.
All right.
All right.
Now that I'm dual wielding,
ACDC themed
Get 'em.
card. Only
you
casting
get
Thunder Wave
both
in chat.
weapons, guy.
Hey.
So, main hand. That's a nat 20 on the main hand.
That sure is.
Nice.
That's so pretty.
You know what? I'm gonna roll the damage and stuff, just in case this
Just keep it simple. Yeah.
tentacle comes right off or
How
something.
do we do crit damage again? Because
So, the die
Max
plus roll.
plus roll.
so you roll.
Sure.
You're adding to your. So it's going to be 8 plus whatever this comes out to.
So that's-
Sweet. Just
Oh, right. So that's 17... 23... Wait, this has been damaged, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I did
it has
damage
been.
to it. Yes.
Come here, Colossus Slayer. So right now we're at 23.
I love Ricky. He just keeps rolling damage dice. Oh, yes. Hunter's Mark. Oh, it's been damaged already? Okay.
More damage.
Poor no.
28 damage.
Okay, what kind of damage is this?
The first...
Badass damage.
It's slashing, piercing,
So the
bludgeoning?
first 17 of it was slashing, and then the rest of it just says plus damage.
Okay.
Oh.
It's additional.
So it's just
I'm imagining
all
it's
slashing?
It's all.
I think
it
it's
goes
just
with
of the
tome
same
weapon.
type you were.
Any of this,
attacking with.
is that a magical weapon? It's just a normal
It's the mithril thingy.
mithril thing. Okay. Okay.
I really wish I'd chosen Talon instead of my
Next time.
mithril longsword. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, you do a bunch of that.
I don't want to drop it now because I figure it's already in my hand.
And then offhand. Oh, probably not as good. Nope, that's only a
That's how
14.
you're totally whiffing with my
Yeah,
flurry of
14's
blows,
not going to
though.
hit. Man,
It's okay, the crit made up for it.
are we
Throw
going
a
to
slight
die?
wrench into our.
I feel like we're not doing anything to it.
Yeah, this thing is still very intact.
I mean, it's a giant metal.
You guys, you've seen just like a ton of damage go into this, and it just is like,
But do any of its tentacles look like they're going to fall off?
no.
Not a one. Okay.
All right.
Nope, they don't. It is terrible, terrible clockwork Kraken turn.
Okay.
Yay.
Googling like crazy because I still don't remember how some of these.
Darvin, another tentacle coming at you.
Oh lord.
Oh, it's gonna hit.
Oh lord.
Oh, 11 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Okay. But what if I just say no?
Zorlin,
Yeah.
what's coming at you?
Okay.
It comes down and just like right like by your side, like you just get out of the way.
A little pea came out.
Trying to roast the Kraken, I see.
Yeah, that's totally my strategy. It was
Shadow,
offensive pea, not
what's
fear
coming
pea.
at you?
Great. My favorite. I have an AC of 14.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit.
Ow.
Oh no.
Oh boy, is it gonna hit.
Do you know who she is?
How dare you, sir?
8 damage. Not too bad on that one.
We'll be hearing from her lawyers.
Okay, 8 damage. I mean, still, that leaves me at 22.
And one more coming in.
At who?
At Nivek, who's like right down in there. It just kind of one comes back in under and it's coming at you. Oh no! Wait, I had to roll to see if it's restrained. Hold the phone.
What?
Hold the phone. I forgot about the web.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody reminded me. Nobody else remembered. I just remembered now. I remember where Nivek was. I remember why he got there. It's in the web.
No, it's
Right
right
in
there.
there.
That'll map in minutes.
I had kind of assumed that you had just beaten the web, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we should get the screen out and do that again. That was really fun when we had that.
I
do
gotta
like the
I gotta
screen
do a
when
bunch
we do
more.
that.
I
You gotta
fix-
update it?
Do I do
Yeah.
some stuff with it? Oh, that's understandable.
I just haven't. I've been working really hard lately,
Yeah.
and so I haven't done anything else. Okay, what does it need to get?
A 14.
14. It succeeds.
Butts.
Okay,
So all that
so
stuff
all of
does
it-
Oh,
happen.
that does happen.
Darn.
All right.
Reality did not split.
Does it have to make that same savings throw next turn as well, since it's still in the web?
It can, if it's not taking its actions to get out, otherwise it could use a strength check to just get out of it.
If it wanted to, it could use its strength check, but it's going to stay in the web and
It
just.
doesn't even care.
It'll start its next turn in the web and have to do that again. So far, it's just kind of like finding the right spots and ripping through certain places and coming
Yeah,
down
its
after you.
tentacles are just sort of like shooting through little holes in the web.
So there was one coming at Nivek,
Yes.
and I haven't rolled for that
Yeah,
yet.
you missed.
I
Eh? Eh?
You may.
oh, he did not miss.
Oh no.
Oh.
You taunted fate. Fate
12 damage.
Fate was nonplussed.
Bludgeoning.
Go away,
Okay.
Kraken, or I shall don't do a second time.
There we go.
Physician healed itself.
Darvin.
Okay.
Yep.
So, how hurt are you?
I have 17 hit points.
Out of
40.
I have 22 hit points.
I was gonna say
It
what
helps
is
to know
shell
what the
at?
scale is.
yeah. How
Oh,
many
40.
are you missing?
I'm 29 out of 35, so I'm all right right now.
And 22 out of.
43. I'm at half health.
So you're a bit tanky.
But I'll be okay for a moment, at least.
Oh, let's do everybody roll perception checks real quick.
Interesting.
Yay.
Nice.
Not good. I see nothing. This is a 10.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
9.
I got a
19.
22.
Okay. You three, watching this whole thing happen, you are getting a sense of the combat as a couple rounds go through, and you've made attacks, watched each other make attacks. You are pretty sure that the slashing damage that you've done is not very effective. This thing doesn't seem to be taking much actual damage. Were doing like was that slashing damage as well?
That was slashing damage for me.
That's
yeah,
like
so.
nothing. And Darvin, you watching all this happen, get a sense that like watching it kind of weave through this web, that it was pretty easy for it to not get hit by this web even. And you guys are feeling like there's some magic going on here, and that if you don't attack it with some kind of magic,
Did my
might get in
magic
trouble.
work?
It did not.
Shatter?
And you don't know this, but you guys watched and saw her thing, and you're like, oh man, it must be like fire immune.
Not that one, the
But the
shatter.
shatter one.
The shatter one, that worked.
Thunder damage work.
That worked really well.
Okay.
What about the sword, my spiritual weapon? Is it
Spiritual weapon was working because it's a
Okay.
magical thing.
That was magical. Okay.
Do I? I don't
Yeah.
think I have any offensive magic other than my hunter's mark.
You should have.
Nope.
Didn't you take one of the wands of magic missile?
Oh, I do have some
Oh!
Because let me tell you something about magic missile.
can't
One,
miss.
it's magic, and two, it doesn't miss.
You guys had
Oh.
tons of shit. Try to.
I'm going to use my potion of lava breathing.
Yeah. You have some useful shit.
Quick question. If I use my action to attack with Wand of Magic Missile, can I use my bonus action to use an offhand mace? Is that a doable thing?
If you have a bonus action, you can cast as a bonus action and attack as an action. I don't think there's anything against that.
I mean, like,
But attacking as a bonus action is not the same.
because it's your offhand. But Magic Missile Wand is your main hand.
Why not?
Right.
Because
if you cast it with magic
because casting
missile,
a spell would be an action using the wand, right?
yeah. So if you have a bonus action to
So
hit,
I have a bonus action and a weapon in my left hand.
Sure, let's do it.
pew pew.
It's a bonus
hit
action,
you.
not just 2 attacks.
No, because I use my main action to attack with my main hand, and I use my bonus action to attack with my offhand.
I don't know. Yeah, like, what's the difference between casting a magical spell and hitting someone in the face? Like, action-wise.
Bonus action, not 2 attacks.
Azariah is in chat, actually. Let me see if maybe
Because if you're a fighter and you get dual wielding, then all of your action is multiple attacks with your main hand, and then your offhand is done with your bonus action.
I think as a bonus action, you're offhand. It makes sense that that would be the case.
You receive a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand.
Light melee weapon.
I've got feats that allow me to ignore light.
That's cool.
You can take a
And
bonus
it
action
makes
only when
sense to
a
me.
special ability, spell, or other feature of the game states that you can do something as a bonus action. You otherwise don't have a bonus action to take. That's on in the player handbook. So where does it say that you can take a bonus action? I guess is the question. Is it when you're doing a normal attack?
Everybody has a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
and I have an offhand weapon.
The game say, oh, so your feat that you took or whatever is what lets you have a bonus
I
action.
think
You can take a bonus action. So yeah.
anybody who's dual wielding can.
Great. Let's do it.
All right. Is it my turn right now?
I mean, he's been bonus actioning this offhand attack the whole
Since
time. He
the
was just
beginning of-
asking if it was still cool for him to do it
With a
if
wand.
he uses the wand
Yeah,
and then
okay.
does it.
Because I was confused. I've always wanted Enter to be able to cast. It was gets 2 attacks.
Darwin's turn.
Cast and
It was your turn. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Okay.
The Kraken just went, and now it is. You are up.
So I will now bring out my nuclear missile launcher and
Yeah, I think you could. As long as you have a light offhand, unless you got the feats.
I'm gonna
What
cast
feat is
second level Thunder Wave on it.
Is that dual
Great.
dual
Do
wielding
it up.
feat? Is that what that
Uh,
is? Or?
Thunderwave, Nivik is going to get hit.
Yeah, it's area of effect, bro.
If I cast behind it, even though it's lightly obscured by my web.
Okay, you can get blast the tentacles, in a spot where Nivik's not in range up. Yeah, let's do it.
So,
Dual wielder feat.
That's what.
just
it
as
is.
a
That's
quick
what it
free
is.
action,
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell, "Cover
Not let you
years!"
ignore
and I'm
the-
just gonna
the light
cast
part
this.
of
I mean,
the
it's not really gonna
It
help
also
because
gives me
it's
+1
audible to
AC.
300 feet, but
All right.
I'm gonna yell racist.
I will
have
contemplate. And right, but I mean, I will contemplate the error of my ways as I cast Thunderwave.
Is this a saving throw for me?
Yes,
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
14.
Come on, I need max hits.
Wow.
Ouch. 2 1s and an 8. So, let's go for that 10 damage, and if you
It's,
succeeded, you take 5.
It saves.
Okay, so you
5
take 5.
5 damage.
So,
You
thank
hit
you, level 2 Thunderwave.
I'm in the way here, guys. Should I move out? Should I retreat?
I mean, we have AoEs, and I mean, even our melee is not really hitting it, so just kind of stand where you want, I guess.
Do as you feel
Yeah.
you need
No,
to
Victor,
do.
you're
You're
up.
not getting in my way.
Most of what we've done so far hasn't worked so well. So I mean, who knows?
I'm going to attack with a spiritual weapon. We'll do that first.
Hunter's mark only
Damn it! Every
works
time it hits that card.
on weapon attacks.
10? No. Yeah, 10.
10 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't see. Then I'm going to cast. Then I'll move it out, and I'll cast Dispel Magic on the Kraken. So a level 3 spell or lower automatically ends if it spell 4th level or higher. For each spell 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. So this counts for choose any creature, object, or magical effect.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a magical construct. What's the DC?
It is 10 plus the spell's level.
What's the spell's level? What's your spell's level?
The spell
No,
that
the
you're
spell
trying to
that he's
dispel.
trying to dispel.
Okay, so this is there. I don't know what spell was used to create this monstrosity.
Is this dispel?
Dispel magic.
Let me look this up.
I have it. Right here.
No.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's actually a magical creature and not a mechanical one? Like,
it is a magical mechanical creature for sure.
but can you, like, could you dispel a Warforged? Like, I don't know that this will work on it.
Warforged are not.
You know,
They're sentient.
I'm looking up some stuff.
Like a golem, yeah, I would think maybe, but
You have to make the roll.
yeah.
yeah.
That's
I know.
not.
Oh,
We need to know what the spell's level is for me to make the
Same
roll.
way
I think you can
as
maybe make
how
the
you
roll and
can't
he tells you if
cast
you pass or
dispel
fail.
magic on something like a black
He still has to
laser.
know what it
We
is.
still have to figure
Dispel
out.
magic disables spells that are cast on an object. So if somebody cast bark skin on the construct, then that would be dispelled. It won't turn them off, however, unless the construct is literally a tiny servant or an animated object. It is not an animated object. Yeah, you don't think this will work, so
Oh, okay.
let's
Save
do
the
something.
spell
Let's
slot.
do something
I
different.
see.
Your spell-based knowledge would make you realize that that's a no-go.
Yeah, yeah. So you understand that there's magic involved in here,
But it's a
there's-
bigger
but
kind
it's-
of
it's-
magic.
Yeah.
Where-
It's not just a spell.
It's not something you can just dispel. Interesting. Darn, that would have been nice.
Because it is a construct.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on it and run.
Okay.
All right, so that's a spell attack. So it's a 24.
That'll hit.
That's 4d6. So that's 7, 10 plus 11 total. Okay, so that's 11 damage, radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against the target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this, what does this look like? The bolt.
A flash of light. So mine's blue because I'm blue. Streaks through it, and like it just irradiates
see
the
this-
object.
All the tentacles just kind of like going around, and just this whole section of this dark workshop is just lit up with this blast. Yeah, and you're running away.
I'm pulling, so I'm not in the way of everything.
Okay, but
not
you're not
outside
leaving.
of-
You're not leaving combat. You're
no.
just pulling back a little bit. Okay,
Trying to do
no problem. Shadow.
your spell. Remember, you have advantage on attacks.
But only the
Only
first
the
one.
first, yeah. Only the first person.
I'm not gonna waste that. That's not something I'm gonna do.
Boy.
Butts. I'm gonna viciously mock it.
Go French knight on it. Yes.
What kind of
Daddy
damage
was
is that?
a sardine, and your mom was
I'm
the
looking
tin
it up.
can.
Hold on. I haven't used vicious mockery in a little while. I used to know this spell by heart. There it is. Basically, though, you need to succeed a Wisdom savings throw of DC 14,
Or get wrecked.
or it's psychic damage. Yeah,
Um,
and have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
I'm gonna end this man's whole career. Big.
Take 2d4 damage actually, because I'm level 5.
promise you'll still love me after all this is over, right?
No.
Okay. So what happens? You're gonna do.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw. If you ask me
Okay.
how a thing does and then you don't pay attention,
okay.
I do stop loving you for a very brief moment.
Oh,
It doesn't. You. What do you say to it?
You stupid made of metal. Real octopuses are cooler.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
It feels nothing.
It doesn't.
It
so
doesn't
it
care.
doesn't even matter. Okay.
It
Maybe
has
it's
no
not
emotions to
intelligence
hurt.
enough. I have
That's
also.
That's not it.
Oh, whatever.
It's
you
something
think
else.
you think that it's immune to psychic damage.
Oh.
So does it also therefore not have any of the other effects other than the psychic damage? Disadvantage on attack.
It is immune to psychic damage.
So therefore, fine. Okay, that makes sense. If it's
CPU
not going to be
is
damaged by it, it would be affected by other
Yeah,
elements of it. That's fair. Okay, fine. I do hate you.
I'm sorry that
It's
that
fine.
happened twice.
So it's fine. It's a cantrip. At least I didn't waste a spell slot. Immune to psychic damage.
It's not like you cast banishment on it twice.
You're right.
Oh man.
dude.
Ricky, I am giving you bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
Here you go. I'm gonna just inspire you the most. Be like, you're doing so good. You got this. You got the priest thing is glowing. You can hit it. You got this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do this.
And then I'm gonna talk to the box
Yep.
and be like, whoever's inside there, how do we turn it off or make it stop? We don't want to fight it or die, really.
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's an off switch in here. Fancy that.
Well, they might have some sort of.
Oh, weird.
No, I'm going to hurt
Maybe
you.
if I press this button.
Well, we were gonna rescue you before, but now.
Heat metal on the coffin.
Yeah, there's this, like there's like this music,
Okay.
and it's like can't stop this feeling, and that's nothing else, and that's it. That's all you
Hooked on
get.
a feeling.
That's all it says back.
Can't stop this feeling.
Stop.
Can I make like an intuition type insight thing to see if I think it's even a real person in there?
Sure.
Ooh, that's not so bad. 16.
Yeah, you think there's something communicating with you from in there that is
That is not the
a thing,
octopus.
and you've
Hi, buddy.
you've met a Kenku before for sure, if not other ones on
Everlight. Yeah.
And yeah, this is how they tend to talk, is in cut up pieces of things.
I can't stop this feeling.
There's
Sure.
yeah, you've never talked to one that has been so like
Erratic?
yeah, broken up voice. Like,
Like a lot of different
like it almost
imitations.
doesn't know enough to mimic back to you what to say. Like
Well, it can mimic. It should be able to mimic back what we say to it. If it's really a Kenku.
yeah.
Do I have any inclination to think that it's not actually a Kenku or a whole Kenku?
Yeah, seems like yeah.
Brain in a giant
It-
jar.
it's
shaped
all
like a coffin.
all good. Yeah, you think it's a Kenku in there?
Okay. I'll let everyone know that I think there might actually really be a Kenku in there. Trapped.
Ricky.
Hope this one's better than the last one we found. All right. So, gonna have my cool robot arm backpack thingy. Put my axe away, and you hand me my wand. Well, unless
Is
I
that a bonus action to do that?
Was
He's
that one a
got
free?
he's got a little backpack to like take his stuff and put his
Because-
stuff away. I think he can do one or the other though.
Because I also have that. Let's see, where is it? I've got that dual wielder feat where I can draw or stow two weapons at once.
Okay, great.
So between the backpack and my own
Yeah.
hands, I can be like,
Yeah,
hold.
yeah.
Between
yeah.
the backpack and your freakish bird reflexes.
Yeah. Okay, done.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Twitchy bird hands. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Stepping on my
Important dice are happening. So, main hand. Shut up the wand.
Magic missile?
Yep.
Yeah, do the
Do the rollins. So
darts.
it's... Oh, it's only 3d4.
Oh, Fritz, dude.
But there's a plus
You can
one
kick him off the
to each
table.
of those d4 that you roll.
Yes, there is. This one looks appropriate. So,
Fritz,
4,
you've been blessed.
8,
You just pet him.
Fritzmas.
It's
9,
Fritz.
10,
Merry
11,
Fritzmas.
12. So that's 12 off the magic missile. And then my offhand mace.
Oh. You instructed me, okay?
Merry Fritz.
You need a crazy.
Gosh, you're so soft.
It's like thank you, I use conditioner.
Comes to 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Dang, nice.
Yeah.
And where's all my 6s? Everything got moved. My life is a lie. Everything's falling apart.
He has been damaged.
Oh snap, that's a
Does
D8.
that change the...
That looks me, I had one. Where are you?
You alive?
Rounds.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
A nat 1 on your
How'd
coffee.
that happen? Usually that
And I
doesn't
also get my
happen.
6.
Sometimes they
because Hunter's
sneak
Mark.
through. Tricky little daggles.
Every now and again, we'll mess it up at work because the guys go too fast, and you'll kick back your fresh coffee, and it's just like it's like getting somebody throwing pocket sand at your mouth while you're drinking.
To 20 bludgeoning.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Dang. How's this stupid squid looking now? Stupid squid. Not
Okay.
even a real squid.
Yeah, these magic missiles zip out all over the place and come crashing down in various spots. And were you going after one tentacle?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it blasts this tentacle right off. Just there's this like stump left.
Nice.
Yeah, you damage it a lot with the magic missiles there, and then the axe comes down and it's just like
Sent it up, and then the flail just kind of
yeah, and it
baps
just
it off.
rips off as it tries to move around, and you're starting to hear this thing kind of like creak and moan, and it seems like you're slowly making some progress.
Lively,
Yay,
headway.
Progress.
Shadow. No, me.
No, yeah. I'm like, no.
Take
I
it.
just went.
Take a charge off that sucker. Am I still considered dual wielding? Because the wand isn't really a weapon, is it?
It's a magical weapon.
If I'm not dual wielding, I lose an AC.
Darvin,
You have a thing in each hand, do you not?
another
Yeah, but
tentacle
can I
comes
deflect
down
it
at
with a
you.
Why you gonna keep hitting me, mate?
It hits.
Could be a
Daggers
really,
work.
it could be a sturdy.
What in the
I mean, if it would
I,
work with
it,
daggers.
it really likes to hit you first for some reason.
Rules.
Oh,
Maybe you just like poke it with the
It's like the stingray sends it to the gods.
16 bludgeoning damage as
No.
this thing swipes down at you.
This is
I
terrible.
assure you that is not all right, mate.
This is no time for levity. That was funny though.
Mavic, one's coming at you.
Oh wait.
I get it. Oh no.
How many points do you
And it
have?
misses.
Oh, good.
Missed.
Because of what he says.
Zorlin,
Yes.
one's coming at you.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to re-roll that. It was on an angle.
Did we heal before last time?
Miss.
Okay.
Yeah, you get out
You
of the
should've
way
come in
easily.
fresh.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think I got hit by the blob either.
And one more.
I
You
was
only
down a
destroyed one
slight
of the
amount of
tentacles.
damage, but I'm not.
Shadow,
really
one is
remember what
coming
that was from.
towards
The
you.
blob tickled you guys a little bit because you guys went in close.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That's what it was.
We got a short rest, but you might have been close. from the
That's
hit
going to
dice.
hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I was close
That was
to
a
my
hit.
max anyway. I'm not down a lot.
10 damage.
I can't remember.
10 damage. Bludgeoning.
That's
Don't wanna. Do I have to?
10 damage.
I'm at 12 hit points.
okay.
This thing is
I was like, how bad are we talking?
I know,
here?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 11 out of 13.
Yeah.
See the kitty save the world.
Okay.
this thing is
Darvin.
picking on Shadow.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot again.
It has to make its thing.
I forgot again.
Have you been clubbing us like a seal and still forgot? Come on.
It'd be hilarious if it was restrained this time.
Nope, it passes.
It would have been hilarious if it was restrained this time.
It passes with a nat 20.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I mean, it's a strong
It's
critter.
very
too.
not stuck.
Reality
Yeah.
tears and reshapes itself,
Yeah.
and you're all better now.
And you also find out, like, it really is having... Not only is it not having any problem, it seems very good at avoiding these webs, even though it's currently completely surrounded by it.
Okay. So,
So
No.
you are concentrating on it. Maybe don't worry about concentrating on it. I don't know if it is a concentration spell.
it
or
is a
not.
concentration, but I'll just leave it up on the...
Well, we might have better movement around the zone.
I mean, do we want to get close to it, though?
I might.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily, but like if there's something else you could do that's concentration, that'd probably be
I'm
better.
gonna
spent.
switch my staff and try and shoot it with just a million magic missiles if I
Just
can.
a million magic missiles.
Okay. You have a magic missile wand?
I have the defense staff.
Defense staff. What did that do?
It
I
has
remember
a shield on its first charge, on one charge,
hurt.
and it has
I'm
magic
only
missile on
tiny.
2 charges. And for every charge
That's
I
right.
use above the first, or the first thing, it adds a damage thing, or is it
I think it just casts it at the specific level.
right?
That's what I
Yeah, so I
think.
only get the 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's how it works.
But are you going to dismiss that web, though? Because
I
Do you guys-
can.
I was thinking about doing some stuff, and I think Navik was, too.
It probably would make sense since I'm switching the stabs anyway that I'd probably be dispelling it. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't seem
the
to
webs
matter anymore.
start to clear up and fall off.
as I pull out a defense staff and shoot it for the first level spell, I guess. I don't think it casted at a higher level than that.
I
Just
think-
says magic missile under here.
So
Yeah, I would assume that you're just casting it
Probably.
at first level.
3d4
Yeah.
plus 1 each.
All right. So,
Get him.
wow.
Plus 1 each.
2, 4,
I,
8. Hit
that
for
has
8,
magic
14.
missile on it?
Should. That's what I've got written down.
What did you give him?
Hang on. I
it
can
tell
go
him the
back
wrong
to when I
thing?
first wrote it down, too. I thought it had magic missile.
I thought we all had, or many of us had magic missile.
I don't. I have a rod of Mary Poppins.
We picked up, I want to say, 2 wands of magic missile at
Yeah.
one point.
This has...
It might be a separate wand, actually, that you have.
Yeah, because what I
Tucker.
have here is that there's... Staff of Defense has...
Oh,
Mage
shoot.
armor
I had messed
and-
it up then. Magic armor
It
and
gives a
magic
natural
shield.
plus
And
1
shield.
AC.
Yeah.
Or mage
yeah.
armor and shield. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you probably also have a wand of.
I don't think I have a wand. I just got the stabs. Because I've got like 4
So
stabs.
who else
guys.
has a magic missile wand?
Because there was
I think
definitely
we have
more
2.
than one wand.
You
We
have
had the
one?
one
If I
from
do,
the,
I didn't write it down.
the pit down where
We
you know,
definitely
the
had
coolant
2.
pit.
Oh,
got
yeah.
who got the wand out of the coolant pit?
You got it out, but did you give it to someone? Or do you? I think you have
I
one.
What was
think
the
you
deal?
have one, man.
You have one. Yeah.
It's really stupid. I
So what do you want to do instead, Darvin?
I think I'm just gonna flip it off. That's my only action, really.
That's a free action. I believe flipping it off is a free action.
Okay, so yeah, I'll flip it off,
Okay.
muttering orc curses, and I guess I'll cast blur on myself instead, so he can stop hitting me.
That's probably a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so I'll cast blur on myself, and actually instead of Orcus curses, I'll mutter "You're all right," mate," and cast a healing word on myself
Okay.
as a bonus
Cool.
action.
Cool.
Oh, that's also a good idea.
Did you switch to the defense staff though? Because if
Yeah,
you did,
well,
If you have low hit points,
if
it's
you
not a
did, it
bad
will give
move.
you plus 1 AC.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that.
That's the only reason why. I wanted
That's a
to-
pretty decent.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, I did have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me get myself a
So you've
1d4
got one
plus
of
my
the
whiz
magic
mod.
missiles, and he's got one.
Yeah, Navik,
And
you
those
are
2
up.
magic
So
missiles.
D4. I would really like it if you rolled a 4 today.
Oof.
Well, it technically rolled a 4, but it was a 1 plus 3.
It's like you would like that, wouldn't you?
I gotta get like, I gotta get some new dice. These plastic ones are fiends. They suck.
Just gotta get some weighted D4s and hope nobody calls you out on it.
I need to go
I
to.
mean, they're D4s. Who's going to call you out on a 4?
I need to
They're so
go.
little.
Oh, gee.
I need to go and like hunt down a Komodo dragon, take its finger bones, and make dice.
Oh my gosh.
Real druid stuff.
So it's an epic?
Okay. First I'll attack with my spiritual weapon. 14.
That is a miss.
Oh. And now I'm going to shoot magic missile at it.
Cool.
Experience. 7, 8, 9. Right, because it's 3 missiles
Yeah, it's 3.
going to the spell. So total of 9.
And they each have +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10, 11, 12.
12?
12.
12 damage. Cool. No, Zorlin, you're up.
How big is this thing's beak?
It doesn't seem to be using it for fighting.
Okay.
They're content to do the.
Are you going to do a Drac on us?
I know, I was just wondering, to get it inside it and destroy it from
The
the
outside
inside?
It
Too
doesn't seem
hard
to be
and metal-y.
opening up. It doesn't
All
seem
right.
to be.
It looks
seems
like
it's
ornamental.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does look
Okay.
like it's ornamental.
Oh my god.
In that
Pick it up with your
case,
foot down.
And this thing does look pretty. It's getting pretty busted up.
all right.
It's creaking, and there's a lot of. You're seeing little gears come out of it.
Okay.
Did I notice if the bludgeoning damage was better than the slashing?
No, there doesn't seem to be any difference.
Pretty
Okay.
on par.
Mhm.
Sad.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna hit it with the psionic magic missile.
Okay.
Nice. Uh-huh.
How much did that do?
6, 14. I am not.
Well, that's why I have a calculator right
Yeah.
there.
I was just laughing because I was thinking I'm going to attach my magic missile wand to my longbow rifle. So
like
a
tape
grenade
it on
launcher.
there?
Yeah.
Was this?
Underslung.
Oh no, okay, right. No, that's fine. Yep.
She really needs
It works
fireball
just the
underneath
same
that
way
thing.
as regular magic
Yeah,
missile
yeah.
does.
This
It's-
thing's
It's force damage.
Yeah.
And then, because I get 2 attacks on my turn, I'm going to attack it with my longsword still.
Force damage is what?
I
One of the
miss.
ones that is effective?
Man, you're getting lots.
But because I just cannot help myself, I am going to expend a key point for Flurry of Blows, because I'm just so angry with it. And myself for missing. Does a 17 hit?
It better hit.
Wait.
17.
Brain damage. When you match,
Match is a good.
It hits.
So its AC is 17.
18 is
Ah,
17.
You're welcome.
Let that flow through you.
And my martial arts die has gone up. Yay! So it's now a D6 plus 3, 8 bludgeoning.
okay.
I can kick it.
Do your hands count as magic yet, or is that even a
Not-
thing anymore?
No, that's still a thing, but it happens not yet.
Okay.
It happens. I'm on the monk page.
Yeah. Lots of creaking and
Next level, actually.
just trying to get itself together. Shadow.
Oh! I'm going to cast Shatter at it again.
Cool.
I mean, because there's some monk builds where you when you use a weapon, right? If you didn't feel like it, you just be punchy kicky all day long.
Shatter.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage, apparently, because I hate you. I don't know why you don't roll at disadvantage. He rolls at advantage for everything. Is I think what it comes down to.
It's got a specific thing.
It's a
okay.
sham.
He'll tell us later.
And what do I have to?
Probably a walking
What is it
magic EMP
that I'm getting?
field.
Spell save DC of 14.
For.
Hold on, I'm double checking. I think it's
I
Constitution.
I pass.
Pass. All right, then you just take half damage.
Sure.
Oh, so that's 6 damage you take.
That's the half. 6.
You
Okay.
take 6 damage. Because I rolled bad.
Oh yeah, this thing is. It is not looking good. There's lots of dents all over this thing. You can hear it like one of the tentacles is just barely moving.
Like that little clattery noise.
Yeah. It's starting to look like a stop motion toy thing.
Makes that sound like the Millennium Falcon when it fails to go into hyperspace.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Ricky.
I fixed it.
All right.
It's not my fault.
First up, good old magic missile wand, picking a new tentacle.
Cool.
Anyone that's been previously damaged, preferably.
So many
You rolled in pyramids.
Wow.
Oh, was it 4?
Dice is totally into it. 2 4s and a 3.
Nice. So add one for each die, right?
Yeah.
12, 13, 14.
14 damage?
14 magic missiles.
14 damage. Yeah, so how do you want to do this then?
Ooh.
The
The whole creature?
Or you guys
whole
whittled
thing's
this
like
thing
done.
down.
So fires the magic missiles at it,
Determination.
and it hits the tentacle as it's flailing back, so then it falls and hits it in the face.
All right. Yeah, this whole thing just
That's some epic
freaks and kind
Digs
of
itself in.
clumps down into like just a mass of junk,
Blocking the stairwell.
blocking the stairwell mostly.
Awesome.
And then it suddenly explodes conveniently that way, leaving only the coffin.
You hear the little girl again. Please help me.
How badly are people hurt?
Really badly.
Okay.
Ow.
Fresh as a daisy.
I'm going to cast Preserve Life.
Ooh.
It is you heal hit points 5 times my cleric level, which is 20, right? Oh.
Yeah, 5.
Not my
5 times?
level.
That's
No,
25.
wait. 5 times 5 is 25.
25. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was level 4 for a second.
Yeah, we just, switching up.
We
changing
just
things. Yeah.
got to this level. Yeah.
But no more than half your total hit points.
Oh, okay.
So at the most, I can heal up half of my max hit points.
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
I can only heal 19 then,
Well,
so that's
that's-
great.
That's not bad anyhow. Yeah, that's still like 20, 21 for me. So
that's everybody.
Oh, that's everybody?
I'm up to 34.
Great. That'll put me
I
back
got
at max
33
easily.
now.
Thank you.
Yay!
That's not bad because when like a barbarian's around and you've got like a 200 hit point character, it's like
Oh, I only healed 20 HP. Oh.
Didn't help me that much, but that's all right.
it doesn't heal you.
No, it does. It just it's
Your max hit points aren't.
Oh, I can't heal over your half?
yeah,
Oh.
maximum of half your hit points.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Do you regain up to half your hit points, or do you take the amount that is half your hit points and add it to your existing current HP?
No more than. Let's see. Can I see the
Yeah, absolutely.
What's it
Yeah,
called?
because it's the
Preserve Life? It's not a spell. It's a cleric.
Oh, it's a cleric thing? Okay.
I'm useless here.
I have no knowledge
You
of
got the
this.
spell book on your phone, yes. Which is great, isn't it? I love having,
It's so awesome.
having spell book on.
Whenever any questions come up, I'm like, hey, cool, search
Yeah,
function. I can help maybe.
That's why I've gotten so used to playing with my little tablet for the Oddbot because I'm summoning crap, I'm wild shaping.
Sky
I need
in
to look
chat
up
says that
animals
it's
and junk
a max
all the
of
time.
half
So many
your
stats.
hit points
Thank you.
total.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Thank you. Keeping us honest.
All right, so that means I'm at. Oh, that's not very useful, is it? That's too bad.
It's mostly to use in combat instead of a spell to keep people like.
Alive.
It's like a stabilizer.
It's a way to get a lot of people
Yeah.
to a decent
Totally.
level.
A couple wizards drop a big AoE nukes on the whole party, and he can just be like, oh!
But I can do it once per short or long rest.
That's
So
not bad.
Oh, okay.
if we take a short rest now, 2.
You'd be able to do it again.
You're able to basically like pop people back up to like half their hit points in situations, mostly,
Yeah.
because you can't go beyond that.
So, do we also want to take a short rest, or do we want to free whatever in that coffin first?
Let's free whoever's in that
We should
coffin,
probably help get whoever that is.
just in case. We don't know what's maintaining their life and stuff in there.
Yeah, release me! Release me!
We are, in fact, working on
There's
that.
like you hear like clanging on bars. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Okay, we're working on it. Jeez.
Oh, I can use my Tinker's tools, or somebody else can, to try to kick the bolts out.
I'm
I've
gonna
got
look
Tinker's
around the
tools.
room and see if there's like a little
Huh?
I've got
crowbar
Tinker
or
tools.
Oh, yeah,
that
there's-
kind of thing.
There's
tools in
tons
the
of
workshop.
tools all around the workshop, and you can actually. Do you want to do a investigation to?
17 plus 5.
Oh yeah, you
20
totally
something.
find the right
Oh,
kind of
okay.
little wrench that looks like it'll pull this open.
Alright, so Nevis got tinker tools, I got tinker tools, she found the wrench.
So we take some bolt and start counterclockwise. Remember, lefty loosey.
All right, so you guys start. You kind of get this, pull this giant thing and get it situated at a spot where you think you can open it up, and you start cranking these giant bolts off all over the end of this thing, and eventually get them all out. It looks like you can unlatch this. And
I will ready my crossbow gun.
Everybody ready?
Let's get cracking.
So 3, 2, 1 lift or
Wow. Oh. Yes. That was really well. Yes.
Throw it on the Darwin.
Reason to have the ship all the time.
in character perfectly and horrible at the same time.
I've been waiting this entire time.
It's perfect timing.
angry slow clap.
Perfect timing. Also, probably episode time. Okay.
Yes.
Let's get cracking.
Even better.
All right, so are we lifting on 3, or is it 3, 2, 1 and then lift, or how are we?
1, 2, 3, go.
All right. Good talk.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
It's
Oh,
a very
yeah.
squeaky door and cranks open. And as you pull this thing open, you see inside. Oh, hello, Fritz.
Oh, Fritz.
We see Fritz.
See kittens.
Oh my gosh, it's Fritz! This is the best session of D&D ever.
Finally, we can win the internet.
So yeah, there is. It strikes you as like almost like the jellified remains of a kenku.
Oh.
Yeah, I was expecting
It
something nasty.
is kind of. It looks. It's all grotesquely like curled up and all of its pieces like folded in funny.
Is it alive?
The beak has like completely. You can see where it would be, and there's a cap that comes over the top of its head, and wires coming up out of the cap and into the coffin.
Yeah.
Can I make a medical check on it?
Fritz.
No coffee for you.
Don't.
This is water.
Oh, that's why.
That's why he's
Okay.
in it.
Yeah.
Then. You
I
might
was
not
like-
want to drink that. Now.
Yeah, I will.
Sorry. You can get another cup
Make a medicine
elsewhere.
check. to
Yeah.
see,
Please.
like, what I think this thing's condition is.
Can I assist him with that?
Yeah, please.
Hello?
God, he's like Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas.
What do you got?
16.
Oh, that's not so
16.
bad.
The thing that is in here is not alive.
Somebody give me a line.
Hello?
Ask me how it is.
I'm ready. So Doc, how is it? How's the patient?
It's not. It's worse than that. It's dead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, how bad is it? Oh man.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Take the cap off.
I was gonna see if I could still talk to it.
Oh.
I was gonna poke it with a stick.
Oh
I second that motion.
wow! Poking him with a stick.
Hey Darwin, can I see one of your sticks?
Who would like to go first?
I would let. I would talk to. I mean, oh, okay. Yeah,
Children.
talk to us.
Yeah. Okay. Talking can happen first. We'll just.
Don't
We can do this. Talking first.
I've like got the stick ready to poke. So not yet.
Like first graders, they found a dead bird in the playground.
That
Are you
seems
there?
rude.
I just want to see if you can feel it.
This is all in chopped up, kind of kenku speak.
It's a medical examination.
It's just freedom. No longer forced.
Forced to what?
Control.
Oh, were you the one making that like Kraken thing move?
Not exactly.
You seem to have You seem to have lost your body.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh
Uh,
no.
oh no.
So what now?
So what brings you here?
Oh, well. Do you happen to know any gnomes?
Qualish.
You know Qualish? I've never met him. What's he like?
Did this to me.
Oh, really? Did you volunteer?
Evil little gnome.
Evil, like always evil or accidental evil?
Forced me to power. The Kraken!
The Kraken!
He wouldn't also be responsible for all the blob
The ooze.
outside, is he?
The Destroyer!
The blob is called the Destroyer?
Qualish. The Destroyer!
Oh my gosh. I see.
Trying my hardest. I
That's
think
amazing.
I'm doing okay.
It's fun.
It's
It's good. It's
pretty cool.
It's
It's
cute.
pretty cool.
What was life like here before? Were you all Kenku?
I am the priest.
Oh. That's why I try to let's see. Kenku gods.
We worshipped the great. Not there, not there.
Would I know that? Should I roll for that?
Oh, yeah, do
Religion check?
what
Yeah, religion would be.
religion
I mean,
or
religion
history?
would be the most
See if I know.
likely,
16?
or history, I would think.
Never heard that.
Curious.
5. I don't know.
All right,
No.
I'm rolling a religion check. I want to know.
I say with 16.
Nope.
You do know this isn't a Kenku god or deity
Jack off.
Something else.
in general.
Interesting.
That's not a Kenku god. Not that that
What are you
matters.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Powerful Medusa.
Oh.
Wait a minute. What did we see? So when we came in here, what did we see? We saw people frozen, right?
Crystal people. Was that because of Medusa?
Are you asking the? What do you do?
Yeah. Is that because of your god that everyone outside is made of crystal?
Twisted. Qualish twisted it all.
Is Qualish still here?
He is here.
Is he alive?
He is alive. The baubles.
Bauble?
The baubles. He's in a bauble.
Like a bauble? Like a trinket?
Yes.
Is he in this tower?
Nope.
Is the trinket magical?
Yes.
We knew where all the magic stuff is. When we find him, what would you like us to do to him?
Destroy the evil wizard.
Noted.
Yeah. Where do you get those lines?
Is there anything else in this tower that we should get before finding him?
Traverse the goop. Use device.
Is there a device in this tower to walk through the goop?
Yes.
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 It's always a cheerful yes. Yes.
Can I make an insight check?
Kenku are fun.
Yes, please.
I want to see if
Kenku are fun.
What kind of insight are you looking for?
I find it curious that this thing doesn't worship a Kenku god. Not that you necessarily have to worship your racial gods, but also that what he's saying doesn't jibe with what we know of Qualesh. Like evil wizard, it doesn't seem like it would jibe. 19. I want to know what can you do with insight?
Yeah, you get some bad
Just
vibes.
intention.
Bad vibes.
You're getting some bad vibes. It's hard to get through all this Kenku. But the more you're thinking about the things that it's saying, what it's going, and where it is, you think this might not just be a Kenku.
It may not just be a Kenku.
Ooh.
It's a priestess. Or priest. Say priest or priestess?
Priest.
Priestess. Well, I'll let you can tell that it was a priestess.
Priestess. I'm not going to say anything right away to the guy because I don't want to let on that I have an inkling. But I'm going to definitely share that information once we're away out of this thing's earshot or whatever.
So now that this
Wait.
Oh.
Why did Qualish do this?
Evil wizard. Destroy the evil wizard.
He could also just be super biased because, Qualish was involved with him getting stuck in that thing for God knows how long. You know?
Yeah.
He didn't happen to have another guy named Zook with him, would he?
Another wizard?
Yeah,
So
also known.
so long ago.
Hey, how old are you?
She says a very large number. And I could get that exact for you, but I don't.
in the thousands, it's been 1,000 years, kinds of
Uh,
large.
yeah, it's a long number.
1,301 years?
It's just something large.
That's how long your box was out of it.
Yeah,
I am-
a little bigger than that. Yeah, a little
Okay.
longer than that, because she was alive for some time. Much longer than that. Much longer than Gearbox.
I am obscenely old.
Free me.
How?
End this.
How?
Disconnect.
Oh, take off the. Can we poke you with a stick first? They have a stick.
Who asked that?
We just really wanted to
Shadow.
text,
curious.
test your texture, I guess.
Just want to see if it can still
You
feel anything.
Yeah.
Poke, 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 poke.
Still seems really rude.
Come on, stop that. No.
Disconnected.
I feel better that we were both poking with the stick, so it wasn't just one of us being randomly weird.
Oh gosh.
There's this really serious, backstory worthy conversation over here, and just two imbeciles just.
There's this. It ignores your question about the stick.
Okay.
Well, they have
We
apparently
poked
just
it
gone
anyway.
ahead and poked it. I don't know if it notices.
Still pulling power.
So, how do we take this thing off? Just.
Do you do that? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all right.
You see it like there's just kind of alleviate a little bit, and
Do you mean the
just-
flesh sack?
yeah, it just
That they're
kind of
poking?
it just kind of relaxes a little bit.
Oh, I stopped poking it.
Like the Mr. House reference. Right?
Yeah.
I was totally in that too for 200 years. Why would
And-
you do that?
You actually start to see some life come back. It just and you see its skin start to pull through. It's just like skin is coming back over top of it. No, not feathers. It's not yet. But you can see it start to.
It's like reforming.
Is it breathing?
It's you can see some sort of thing as the flesh starts to come back over the top of the ooze.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution check to see if I throw up a little in my mouth. I do not throw up a little in my mouth.
He's reconstituting.
I am a physician. I have seen much
This is
worse.
disgusting. And I stick my face closer to it to watch.
Yeah, unfortunately, Darvin, mid-stick poke, also loses his lunch. It's like from Hot Shots Part 1 with all the multicolored vomits just...
While you're all doing that, Zorlin goes, "This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen," and just sticks his head really close to it.
Oh, gross!
It's amazing.
And Ricky's mouth is just kind of agape, and he's looking at it like, "The hell is this?"
Yeah, feathers start to sprout off and regrow.
This is spectacular.
And the hand unfolds up and starts to pull itself up out of the coffin.
Neat.
This probably isn't good, guys.
You're not a vampire, are you?
It just looks at you, like eyes reforming as
They like
you say that.
fill in.
Insight check.
Also, insight check.
It's hard to do an insight check on eyes that are not fully formed yet.
I'm too confused by what I'm watching to have any feelings.
18.
Yeah, you think
It's a vampire.
like they think you guessed it correctly.
That's really funny because in chat I typed interview with the Kanku sludge.
So what?
Are you actually closing the cask?
I was gonna put the cat back on that.
I think it just bats it away, just like, what are you doing?
You're a vampire.
So
Vampires are.
Usually not so
Terrifying
good
undead.
to hang around.
shrugs off.
And this is where we screwed up, guys.
What is that? I have a funny thing in my head and I can't figure it out how to say it properly.
You have a funny thing in your head?
Oh well, it's not gonna happen.
Is it just doing like that?
Can't be, can't be
Don't
helped.
be hating.
Can't be helped.
Can't do much about it now.
Yeah.
We saved you. Please don't hurt us.
Thank you.
But now I'm hungry.
Yeah, please don't hurt us. Do I feel like it's going to mean any ill will? I rolled like very poorly. 3. Really poorly. I'm
I'd
still
like to
reeling
glean some
from
insight. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Still too distracted by the creepily forming body.
Hopefully, now we can take back the city.
From the sludge?
Yes, difficult maybe.
Well,
The destruction of Qualish. We must find him. Stop him. This is all his fault.
is he less broken now? The voicing? Or
Yeah.
your
There's a
effort
little.
is
There's a much more.
shifting,
Yeah.
so
There's
it's
much
not
more.
so shattered.
Yeah. There's less difficulty to speak. You could
Okay,
say.
so it's
a
still that
mixed
like
match.
weird mishmash way that Kenku talk, but without like the awkward pauses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask. So are you like one of those like blood vampires, or like do you suck people's souls, or is this rude? The question I'm asking is this is rude, isn't it? I still want to know. I was keeping a straight face so well there.
We do what we must when we need to.
That's fair.
Was this whole place vampires?
No.
So how come you're a vampire? Like, were they okay with you guys here?
I mean, I think it's one of those,
in
like,
the
when
same-
a mommy vampire meets a dad.
In the same voice, yeah, in the same voice that, in the same actual, like, recording of before, I am the priestess.
You let other people. Were they also vampires?
No.
Just you.
Yes.
Did they did they exalt vampires? Like, did they honor them?
Yes.
Okay.
I think 10 minutes has passed since the D6 go.
So I guess how can we help then?
I beg of you to destroy Qualish.
We kind of need to use him for something first. There's some strange galaxy level trouble.
Why'd he do this in the first place? Like this?
Broke our laws.
He
So-
broke your law.
He was fleeing your law? What laws?
Magic. Out of control.
He did bad magics.
I mean,
It does
Is
kind of seem
that-
to be his MO.
is that the
sound like
result? Or
The what?
is the...
The
I'm
goop.
pointing to, like,
The-
the
oh,
blob
the-
and
the-
stuff. Is this the result, or is this to contain what he did? Like, what happened?
Was an attack.
From Quellish?
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
Used the wrong soundbite for a moment there.
No, the exuberant, yes.
Wrong dot wave.
Jesus.
I
anything else
still
on
don't know
ideas?
that
I'm
I
trying to-
trust this thing.
So as it's talking, it has a beak and all that, right?
Ah.
Does it have fangs somehow?
Or is it just like mini beaks? Mini beaks on the side?
It does not have fangs. But that is very funny.
That is very funny.
I feel like I've seen
Kinda
that in like
duckula.
DuckTales.
Duckula.
Yeah, Duckula.
He's
Okay.
So where can we find Qualish?
in the baubles. The device can connect to them.
Okay.
And you said that's lower in here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Convenient. All right.
Well,
Look at big old metal, Kraken, looking around.
Yeah,
like,
she's just kind of preening and kind of getting her feathers all
sorting
situated.
out her
Yeah.
like feathers that literally grew in under 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, like,
I want to start looking around for like wrenches and crowbars.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of that kind of stuff here. Yeah.
I'm going to start trying to jack up the Kraken, like disassemble it.
Okay.
what
yeah.
does it, what does the priestess look like now that she's kind of reformed there?
yeah. What kind of feathers? Like
Yeah,
specific kind of bird? Or?
This like a jet black beak.
Kangaroos are usually
Crow.
Yeah,
crow.
basically a
Yeah.
crow, black, like almost blue iridescent black feathers.
But arms. They don't
Yeah.
have wings.
No
They can't
wings.
fly.
No wings, they
Arms.
can't fly.
Cursed people, I think, is
Yeah, they do have a curse.
You know, very like scaly kind of
like chicken feet. Sort
fingers
of
and
skin.
Yeah, they got like
and the
chicken
feet.
feet hands.
Yeah, with nails.
Chicken feet hands.
Big,
I know,
big
it sounds
black
delicious.
nails on the ends. Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
How do we know we can trust you?
I'm a priestess.
I'm a priest. That doesn't make me trustworthy. I mean, I am.
But it's not because you're a priest.
Insight check. I'm Nivek. Oops.
Is
that, like,
Nivek trustworthy?
rolled all the way up my card. That's not good. Yeah, I trust him. I think with a
Depends on the
14.
papacy, I guess.
Unless I'm wrong. Unless a 14 unveils some sort of deep secret that I didn't know about. I'm pretty sure. All right. Let's do
Nivek's
this.
secretly a secret agent.
Yeah, you start pulling
Not for
all
the organization that Bob belongs to, but for a different one.
You start pulling out the different parts and get it cleared away enough
Yeah.
from the staircase.
Well, I say we head on down.
Guess so.
She seems she's pleased with herself that she's been freed from the thing and that she now has some minions
Yeah,
to
minions.
do her bidding.
Right.
What will you do now?
Wait.
For us?
Yes. Yes.
You keep forgetting.
Oh.
It makes it even funnier because now I'm picturing her doing that. Yes. Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, let's go, I guess, and find this device that's down below.
Any crazy traps or anything down there we need to know about?
No. Trap. And in your voice, the trap. And points at
the big creature
Kraken.
that we already... Okay.
Yeah.
It was the problem.
So that cap is wired to the device, right?
Yes.
No, I'm not asking her. I'm
Oh.
asking you. The
Yes, it is.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Remains.
Yes!
Yeah, it is. It's wired in there. And she did say that it was pulling her power.
Don't disassemble that part. Just in case.
I was thinking if we leave her alone with it, she's probably gonna mash it up.
We could ask. We could take it back to Murray and be like, "Hey, could you rig this to the ship? We
Oh,
might have
geez.
somebody coming
We might
in."
need to keep a vampire hostage here. No,
Cancun house.
Using it for afterburners.
Vampire afterburners.
Beautiful damage.
oh my gosh. Okay, all right,
Make
guys.
some
Let's,
kind of weird agreement with it. Like, look, we only hook you up to it some of the time.
We'll take you right back off, I swear.
You grow back. We've already proved that.
once a week max, twice a week max, like only in emergencies.
Just sometimes when we need to go to super extra hyperdrive.
We'll give you overtime.
Okay.
We'll call it the Necro Drive.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
love it.
So cool and terrible.
Let's go down.
In a different type of game, I'm sure that would be a thing.
That sounds
Wait,
good.
how complex are these wires into the thing? Is it like I could just pull 2 wires out and take the cap with me, or?
Yes, you could. Yeah, you pulled.
Then you do that.
Yeah.
Do a sleight of hand check.
Oh no. That's
Right, because you didn't
that's
want.
dexterity based.
Oh wow, sorry. 8.
Oh, would you?
What?
No,
How
sorry.
big?
Carry
I
on.
mean, he was disassembling it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he
I was
probably-
the one. I was taking the
that
whole
was it.
thing apart to take it to
Yeah,
get it out of our
Because that would
way.
have been awful.
You want to just like whisper that idea to me?
And-
Okay.
okay.
I don't know why I keep gesturing. Here. The rest of you have it. I don't have
No
that.
secret.
Yeah.
What?
Sleight of hand.
He just like
Yes.
whips his finger
Oh,
by
not
his
proficient.
nose.
Oh well, at
hole.
least I'm Dexy. 18.
Nice.
Yeah. You pocket it.
Okay. I'd throw it in my whatever satchel.
Yeah, yeah.
Explorer's bag. Should I write down? I'm gonna write down crazy head cap.
Vampire Kraken head cap.
Are you guys heading down the stairs then?
Yep.
Yes. What are you running for?
Perception check
Knows.
on the vampire priestess to see if she noticed that the thing was missing.
Ah.
She says nothing.
Crazy
Says
head cap from
Yeah, right.
metal.
And
Kraken.
suddenly spikes everywhere.
I'm gonna do this. Wait. This is observe the wonderfulness of the audacity.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna take it out because the fumes from the stain are trying to get to me.
Oh, you want?
I've been around them all week, so.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just put it on the porch if you want.
All right.
let it air out some more. Yeah.
Actually, should we take a break?
We
It's
should.
8:20.
Yeah, it should
Maybe
be.
now's the
It
time.
should be about that.
so
Check
as
this
you head,
out.
Look at the ship.
It's the
This is our
Audacity.
ship.
It's our ship. Chris made it because he's cool,
It's got all the levels on a hinge.
and it's actually to size. If we had minis out, we could totally like run our little minis around the ship.
yeah, that's
It's super cool.
super rad.
It's cool.
Okay, so you guys do head down the stairs though,
Yes.
and
Yes.
before you see what appears to be in front of like some kind of like sliding open doors that are shut, a big metal cylinder with 2 giant crab hands coming off the side and 6 legs.
Creepy crab dude.
Awesome.
Thing.
Giant.
How giant?
metal.
Like, how many people could fit inside
All
of
of
it?
you can easily fit inside.
It's
We're gonna
big.
traverse the goop with a giant crab thing.
I hope so.
And now we will go to intermission.
We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. You guys have some sneaks. I think they're funny and just
Great.
how
Did
not
everyone hear
funny
me
they
say
are.
that? Okay. And I
just
didn't say
beforehand.
anything.
Just beforehand. That's why I said that, because I figured
Like,
out
let's
of
warn them.
context.
Let's warn them.
That is a good and fair warning.
FYI, and your state.
I'm not the only one though.
No.
Other people have thought they were funny.
Oh no, I
You
mean,
laughed.
my
I don't care if you were ashamed of yourself afterwards. I was.
to be a modern gamer has to have a tolerance for certain dark humors because there's some shock humor out there.
All of them? Because there's all of them.
Because all of it. Because that. Literally that. Yes.
All right, before we get ourselves in trouble, I would like to take a short rest. And can you play some dulcet tones, Bard?
Before we head out. Sure. Yeah. I'll sing you guys a lullaby. A little song of rest. Add a d6 to your
We're
hit
just
point
like resting
regaining
in the
dice.
stairwell.
I would actually like to
In
take
the-
a longer rest than that if we can.
In the Apparatus Collage? Or
I have very few spell slots left.
me too?
Oh.
I mean, I shouldn't say very few.
My magic powers are running low.
I have 6 spell slots left, so that's not bad.
Tabaxi Bard needs magic.
I mean, my magic missile is once a day, so if we took a long rest, I'd have it back.
Well, once a day is different from once per long rest. Is it once a day or is it once per long rest? Because some do say day. Some say
I'll
long
have to
rest.
look because it's off of my magic initiate feat. I will find out if it's once per day or once per long rest. Sometimes I use those two phrases interchangeably.
Usually it means the same things. You're like, I'm going to bed for the day. And
Right.
now it is a new day. But technically,
I
it's
will.
long
I
rest.
will look, so I'm not cheesing it.
How would we even get back? We'd have to get on our scooters and go back to the ship to rest in complete
It's per
safety.
long rest, so I've just.
Perfect.
Your ether cycles are parked on the roof.
Let's take a long rest and talk with that vampire some more, maybe.
I'm not resting around her. No way. That was the first thing I was going to say to you guys once we were out of here. She was like, don't trust her. Do not trust her. If Qualish put her in there, he had a reason.
Yeah,
Not that we know much
the
about
large
Qualish.
device, the crab-like looking device, giant metal clockwork crab is in front of you.
Apparatus of Qualish.
The apparatus of Qualish, yes. It looks like some sort of like large extra doorway thing is out in front of the door, so it's parked here, and then there's like an extra room to go through before you get to the outside walls.
I want to look at that room so much.
There's some windows on the side of it. It looks like there's an empty room, and then another door on the other side.
Okay.
And you see up on the tops and bottoms that there's some sort of venting system.
All
And you
right.
can see pipes going out. And it looks like it's probably for pumping ooze.
Okay.
Oh, it keeps the ooze out of the building. Should any get in? Interesting.
So I put my face all up on that window and looked at it, and then turned around and then said all of that stuff that he just said to us.
So it's like a airlock, maybe even
Wait,
like pumping ooze and stuff.
So the apparatus is pumping the goop?
No, there's vents on the outside. It is like an airlock. So you could put
an ooze lock.
you could put it's an ooze lock. You put the apparatus of Quilish
So once
into
we're
the
in
ooze
the
lock,
apparatus,
close the
we
back
could get
doors,
into the ooze
open
lock
the
and
things
then-
down. You can go out into the ooze inside of the apparatus.
Ah, okay. Okay, so it can't get in. Okay, I got you.
I think this big crab thing looks like an easily defensible position, and I would suggest that we get inside of it before we do any resting.
Plus, the vampire lady said that was about our only way through.
She did say that, and I don't trust everything she said because, oh man, she's creepy. Hope she can't hear me.
But at the same time, I'm getting my doubts about Qualish.
We should definitely not trust either of them.
I'm telling you, she's feeding us her perspective.
Yeah, but would a good guy necessarily throw somebody inside of a machine and then have it drain them for
Even if they were evil?
ever?
If you could not find her, I don't know, phylactery? Do vampires have phylacteries? To truly destroy her, he may have resorted to that as a way of diminishing her power, so that she could not continue whatever evil.
But then why put her in a Kraken? Why not put her in a thing that makes ice cream? Or Tabaxi brand?
Why did you have to say that? Because now I would like to have ice cream. And I feel like we are not going to have ice cream for quite some time.
Ice cream would be good.
But the next time that ice cream is available, I would just like to say that it is on me, because man, do I really want ice cream.
You're so nice. You're such a good guy.
Like, even while I'm angry, I'm like, ice cream's on me, guys.
Let's get into the machine, go into the airlock, close the airlock, and rest there. That way we have an easy way to get in or out depending on what's going on, and we'll just keep watch.
Okay.
Why not go like out into the ooze in the crab thing?
My only concern there is we don't really know what's inside the ooze. Like what?
And I'm not taking a nap in anything where there's a chance we could like drift away.
Also, although your friendship thing is limited, although I don't think it'll matter at this point.
It's 24 hours.
Yeah.
To answer your question, because maybe that Kraken thing wasn't designed to attack us initially. Maybe there was something else.
But it did attack us.
A guard dog guards.
That's fair.
I mean, if the purpose was to get rid of the vampire, she was weakened as it was when we found her. So, you could have just finished her off after weakening her.
Do you think she's the kind of vampire that doesn't like garlic, or is that just some kinds of vampires?
You know, I have no idea, but when we first saw her...
Nyvek, seeing that
the only weapon about
lost, lays down to take a nap inside the apparatus.
You're opening it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's a big wheeled door on the back. You turn it open, and it
That's tidy.
creaks open. On the inside, there are some benches along the side. There is a helm that is a lot like a ship's helm.
Right.
And then over on the side, there's actually another little port with some controls.
Well, I would find this fascinating. But the blood that is coming from my wounds suggests that I should lay down.
Maybe I'll find this fascinating later.
When all this bleeding has decided to stop. Yes, let's go.
Right. So,
Work
closing
out,
the
go in.
door, you guys are all inside?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm settling into the chair and seeing...
Okay. Yeah, as you settle into the chair, you get weird sensations. Normal, you feel the ship, you are one with the ship kind of things, but you've never felt like a six-legged crab before.
It's giving me weird
That's different.
sensations.
Oh,
So it's a little unusual, it's a little unfamiliar. You're going to have to, it's going to be a different experience for you.
Ooh. See, like
Should
doing
say.
things with
I've got a
disadvantage because of that or something? Like
few
what?
extra legs. Arm count's fine, but the extra
Yeah,
legs.
the whole thing is moving, and you're feeling the ability to like move forward and backward. And
I would like to go examine the levers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm just used to being at a station whenever
Do,
we're on a thing.
investigation check.
I'm gonna
Sure.
sleep. You guys are obviously taking first watch, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on first watch.
are we going to successfully be able to sleep?
me see.
Should we start like erasing our stuff?
Investigation
on our
is
sheets?
will
just
be
a
able to
straight roll for
successfully
me.
Yeah, inside
Yes,
here,
it is.
totally.
Straight roll.
I just didn't want to reset any stats and spell slots if we were going to be
16.
interrupted.
All right. Yeah, as you start messing with this, you see that you get an idea of how to control what turns out to be this like little extended arm that comes out with a little grabber on it.
Neat.
And
Like
it
a science
seems
vessel,
like
kinda.
there is, as you kind of turn it around, you're looking out a little window too to see it moving around. and you realize that there's like a little receptacle below you that has like a little lens on it, and then there's also a little lens on the end of the grabber arm.
Okay.
So like you can look inside of this thing and see out to the grabber arm,
As
maybe?
you look through that little thing,
Like
it's not in focus. Everything's all wonk. It doesn't seem to be.
This is cool, but disappointing.
Yeah, you can't see
Like
through
many
it very
things
well.
in life.
Yeah.
So true.
Buddhist moment from the
Yeah.
grabber.
Yep. And it retracts back in if you
Okay.
want to. And you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
extend it
so-
out. And it goes a pretty good distance.
All right.
There's also, as you're looking out the front, you can see that there is a control mechanism on the side that looks like the claw goes in it and it turns right next to the door.
Okay, so like different station, or
No. It from your seat, you're
Okay.
looking out the windows.
all right.
Your claws are out here in front of you.
Oh, you mean like?
And then there's the doorway,
it operates
and there's
the
like a
door
little
using
thing
the
that...
claw.
Yeah.
I
It's
see.
a claw knob for claws instead of hands.
I gotcha. Let's see, can I move the arms? Do I move the arms from the chair?
Yeah.
So, we're like raised, like in front of the window. I'm gonna like do everything nice and slow. So I'm like, okay, all right.
Doing like a
Works,
systems check
works.
kind of.
For the legs, I'm gonna be like, this leg up, do a little wiggle, and down. Next leg.
What is normally your ship handling check?
Didn't you normally either make me do a survival or dex?
Yes.
Survival makes sense.
Yeah, let's do a survival check as you try to get this thing moving.
All right, come on, dice. Wait. Uh-oh. 9.
Yeah, you're having a little bit of trouble, but you are getting. It's taking you a while, and you guys are doing a long rest, and so it takes you that long to even just feel like you're not crashing the arm into the walls and stuff like that.
Oh, so you're not taking a rest at all?
I'm fine.
Take like a nap at some point, as opposed to like.
It's just taking you a long time to figure it out. You can still take a long rest.
Oh, okay.
You're not moving around a lot. You're
if
just
we're
sitting in
doing
the
It
chair.
says that in the long rest you have to spend 6 hours of it sleeping.
Okay.
So
I'd do
it
that
would still
much at
give you
least.
yeah.
You do
Okay.
2 hours of figuring.
If we were going long rest, then eventually yes, sleep would happen.
All right.
I didn't
We
know if
are
we were
doing
doing long
long
or
rest.
short.
All right. You guys are all rested up.
We wanted to get some spell slots back. So
I got mine back. I already did all my little
bueno.
converty thingies.
All right. So
I'm
key
feeling-
points back, health restored. I can magic missile again.
Oh,
All the way up until bedtime, Ricky was trying to learn this thing's movement.
Eventually, Zorlin walked over and went, "You should sleep.
But
You can pilot it more when we wake up.
the leg, it's not
You should really sleep."
fine. I'll figure the leg out tomorrow.
Gotta be careful, buddy. We can't scuttle the ship.
scuttle
But,
like a
but
crab.
it's supposed to scuttle.
Oh,
And yeah, the problem is that I can't scuttle the ship right now.
That's the double punish.
All right.
Well
Let's wake
played.
up the next day feeling kind of refreshed. You spent the night cramped in this little thing. It's been very difficult for you guys to find. Like this sitting is fine, but if anybody tried to lay down, it's kind of uncomfortable. But you do make enough of a rest, and you do feel secure and safe inside of this thing. It is solid.
Do we hear anything like weird coming from the environment? Anything creepy? Low creaks,
Do a perception check.
creaks or moanings of structure. 19.
Yeah, it's You think you can hear like the ooze kind of pushing on the building a little bit and stuff. But it's not nothing you wouldn't expect.
You're like, I expect it, but that's a little concerning.
Ricky, what powers this thing? Do we have to worry about fuel?
Do I know?
Do an Arcana check.
I'll assist him with that. Because
Excellent. Yeah.
Because you're so curious about it.
Are you sure you don't want to do the roll?
And if it has anything to do with ether,
Sure.
you have advantage or something.
I have a -1 Arcana.
Okay. Oh, never mind, Ricky. You can help me.
I'll help you look it over. Offer my input as to what I've
Okay, it's a
Used.
24.
Useful help. The other roll was a 5.
Yep.
Yeah, this you go back and you find a little panel that comes up and some things, and on the ceiling a panel that comes up that shows the engine. You're actually able to slide this thing back, and it is very similar in parts of it are very similar into a ship's engine.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, you see a strange lump of oozy flesh with a beak. I was like, no!
It's very similar to it's very similar to a ship's engine, but it looks like it converts the normal power that goes into thrust into piping that seems to somehow animate this thing.
Yes.
that would explain
Fetzer
how
valve.
that does that.
This is Fetzer valve, and this is the combobulator. We should be fine.
And that's the
Good.
wig.
Yeah, everything looks like now that you see it, like you're kind of shocked that people don't utilize the like this same ship energy for other things and for powering other devices. This is
I scribble some notes down in my field journal.
When you retire from adventuring and then
I can still pull Tinkerer.
Yeah, you start
Artificer,
selling
yeah.
like special ether refrigerators or something.
Team up with Murray.
Oh my god. Maybe she should be my master. I'd be her apprentice.
all right. What do?
All right.
Did we get the magic items that were in this building?
What magic items?
Didn't we see magic? Didn't we detect
Oh,
magic
yeah,
in
I
the
did.
ship?
There was magic.
Yes,
There
that
was magic in both.
that was the Kraken.
That was the Kraken. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like more signals of it. But fine, it's fine.
that was a kind DM move. Like, don't waste your time. It was definitely the Kraken.
Okay.
That was a DM wants to get on with the adventure move.
Yeah,
I do,
let's
I do,
try
I
to
do.
kill us some
There's
more.
so
So
much cool
let's go.
There's a
stuff
bunch
out
of
here.
more cool stuff.
There's so much cool
I have
stuff.
so many more cool things to kill you with.
Yeah.
I mean, story to tell.
So I didn't understand what the vampire was saying. Baubles? What?
Baubles. There are baubles somewhere. They're magic.
Yeah, do
What do we see out the windows?
well, you're not. You see the garage.
We have
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're still inside.
Let's go out that way, I guess.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Do a survival check to see. You want to open the
Daenerys,
garage,
I'll be
right?
with you.
And that's a D4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, to see if he manages to get the claw into the little doorknob thing.
Yeah, he's still having some trouble with operating this
Are you
machine.
just going to stand next to him so you can just spam guidance?
Smack him in the back of the head.
You would get lost.
You're doing
in that,
great.
wouldn't
Engineer guide you. You got this.
You heard me, guy?
you? 12.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this the claw comes up. First try lodges into the spot
Someone get
and
stuck in there?
rotates, and the first
there it
door
is.
opens up.
Oh. The one to the outside, the ooze is flowing in currently?
No, this is an airlock. The first door in front of
Oh,
you
we're
opens
going
up.
into the airlock now. Gotcha.
Yeah, we didn't go into the airlock before we rested, so now we're going into the airlock.
So move in.
Okay, yeah, that you don't have any problem with. You seem to be able to move it pretty easily.
Is there a close it behind me?
Yeah, there's
Latch?
another latch. Actually, this one just automatically closes after you get in.
To say otherwise, we're completely defeating the purpose of having an airlock.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
open
in,
both doors.
Close that one, then open that one.
Okay, yeah.
Grocery store.
So as you start to like, first off, you're still having a little trouble moving this thing around, and as you get in, you kind of like bonk into the door in front of you and stuff, and it's just a little bit awkward. But then you get it going. You close the back one. Well, first one opens up, and just ooze just you watch as this like just goes in a little faster than just if it fell in, or it seems very viscous, very thick, but like it is pressurized and it is coming in and it's completely surrounding. Your vision of looking out the window goes green. And you see a landscape before you.
There's a big moment of tension when that goes.
Yeah. You feel it lurch.
And we're
the
all just
machine
like,
back.
Yeah.
No green on inside.
Okay.
No green on inside.
We're not dead yet.
You hear me mutter my prayers?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Followers of De Niro called De Niro's. Are you talking to me?
Oh.
Yes. Well done. Well done.
I nominate you for that. Enough puns have happened that I think we've definitely earned ourselves another.
All right.
That's phenomenal.
Heading out
You have to Pavlov yourself
into
too.
the
More puns, more chocolate.
Scooshing through into the
What do we see?
You
wild
see-
green yonder.
a city before you under the ooze.
Ooh.
Here's the map of the city.
Yes, move the chocolate
Out the
closer to
way.
me. Yes.
So
Eggs.
you are coming out of. This is the big building that you guys went into.
Okay, that's
Right
the
here.
tower.
That's
Okay.
the tower with the open where you've got your bikes parked on the roof.
Okay.
This is the other larger tower with the dome over the top that you saw. Anything with like, there's a little bit of blue here and here and here and here. These are poking up through the ooze a little bit.
All right, so
And there's
those
more
were
city
specific.
out beyond this, but this is like the central area here.
This is where the adventure is.
This is where the adventure is. Yes, absolutely.
Everything else is boring. All right. Anything that looks bobbly?
So yeah, you're here. Roll. I can tell you what you're seeing out in front of you right now.
It's going to mark that for our starting point.
First,
here.
real quick, there is a some sort of building here with a statue of and a person on a chair.
Oh god.
There's a person on a chair.
It's a statue of a person on a chair.
No, I was just we were thinking
Are
of the
they made of
Grandmaster. We all
bones?
break out in a cold sweat.
Yeah. Made of bones.
A chair.
Do they have vorpal fingers?
There's a cylindrical building over here with a domed roof that underneath the ooze.
Like a silo, kind of.
Is it a human person, Kenku person?
It is a human,
Okay,
All right.
that's
humanoid.
Hey, Ricky,
Yeah. And you
when
can
you
see
get a
some-
chance, can you pull up closer? I want to see if there's like a plaque or something.
Yeah, some
we could
smaller
read.
buildings over here.
ready.
With
So cylindrical buildings.
Okay, not sure.
So being that one's closer, I say we head for that one. But first, we'll check out the plaque for.
I just want to see if there is a
Sorla.
plaque.
Yeah, they're
We might gain some information about the person.
yeah, so you're
Chair
heading over
statue.
to
The statue.
the statue. Okay. Also do some perception checks for me.
Oh, I see nothing.
Perception.
Hey, Darvin.
7.
Perception.
You know, it'd be great.
net 20 to
perception.
24.
Okay. Yeah.
For you.
Uh,
I had a 15.
18.
24.
okay. Yeah. You above 20 dudes.
Oh, that's yours.
My bad.
Well, first off, since you are looking for bubbles specifically, as you start to approach closer, you see that this man sitting on the throne, he's got a crown on his head, and in his hand he has a glass sphere. And around you, you do see various other like frozen citizens. Some of them, the ones that were running away in terror, were more over here, where you started looking in at the first place, and a lot of the glass figures seem to be like their limbs were broken and reassembled and are still frozen in various and have been molded in various positions and structures.
Like
Sculpted.
post. Oh, interesting. Okay, so
Yes.
maybe not ever even real.
they look like there's been some like they were in a position at one point, then they had their arms severed,
And
other
repositioned.
things connected in between
So, like
them.
arms swapped out for other arms and stuff
And,
like that to
yeah.
give them better poses for
Yes,
whatever.
yeah,
That's
to make them look like
up.
civilians in a city.
Okay.
It's not like those little balls we saw on the mechanical skeleton things.
Mechanical skeletons.
Remember in
Back in the
what was it, Qualish's lab?
Zeus.
the Rock
Yeah.
Fendalen station, right?
A wave echo facility.
That's the one.
That's where you saw like little gear things in between. And it
Yeah.
actually is very reminiscent of that.
Distressing.
With your high rolls, you can tell even from this.
But they're completely inanimate.
They are completely inanimate. It looks like they could become animate, but
Really?
they are completely still.
Are they made of stone or?
They are made of
gels?
glass.
Glass.
Yeah.
Get that shatter spell ready.
Yeah. Oh, it does also with your high perception. This looks like some kind of market, and you can see people lined up to buy and sell things, but they're all frozen glass people.
They're lined up, but they're not. Are they panicked or are
No,
they just, like,
they're
queued?
oh, I'm exchanging money and things like it's a the scene
Midday
of
interruption.
So weird.
Frozen.
This
Okay.
is pretty weird.
We know that Vampire was the priestess of this place, and that her god is some sort of Medusa-like creature. Perhaps it's. I have hypothesized perhaps it doesn't turn people or things into stone, but perhaps glass. But
Crystal
what would cause?
City.
How could that happen on a massive scale? It caught people in the midst of their daily lives.
She said it was something Qualish did.
Are they people or are they Kenku?
Some are Kenku.
That sounds
So,
like Kenku.
yeah,
People.
Kenku are people too. You know, some are Kenku, some are different races. There's but they're mostly normal people, as normal as you guys are. Normal people.
Well, that's.
Oh man, they're all weird.
That's it. So they're super weird, is what you're saying.
So a cat, a bird, a noseless monk, and an earless priest, and
And an
human.
Australian.
And a human.
And a space Australian with a pseudo dragon.
disgusting human creatures. Yes.
We're not that bad.
With your
We just have global warming. It's a little rough. But yeah.
All right. What do? Heading over to the statue still?
Yeah.
actually, use your little lens thingy. See if you can get a better look at that bobbly thing that thing's holding.
Yeah, you maneuver over it a little closer, and you start to crank this thing up, and it looks like this thing is just about the right size to be grabbed by this thing.
I'm gonna try and grab it. I try and grab it.
Okay, yeah. Your thing comes down and clicks onto this, and a light fills the inside of the apparatus of Qualish.
Oh my.
Oh, let it go, let it go.
It's a painful way.
You can no longer see the inside of the apparatus. Hold on just a moment.
Like
while I
inside
find
of our
it.
actual like submarine type thing, we can't see.
You're not able to see. It's like for just a brief moment, it goes.
We got flashbanged.
Yeah. Why
Polish
can't I
through his
find
pockets
what I'm
and
looking
at
for? And suddenly you are in kind of a shadowy royal pavilion. You're standing.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're standing.
Standing. You're no longer in the apparatus. There is almost like ghostly images of all of these court people, all in their like attire for
Like
the
formal
reverence
attire?
of a king.
Oh boy.
You see at the end of this pavilion, there's a king on a throne. And
Does the king on the throne look like the guy in the
yes,
statue guy?
and he is also fairly transparent. They are all kind of like shifting, flickering images.
It sounds like an echo you see in the Division.
I don't know.
I'll
So
show you later.
it's like playing a hologram memory sort of thing, sort of.
I could be. It looks kind of like
Are
that.
they moving? Or are they?
Yeah, some of them are moving around and they're interacting.
Hello.
Do they see us?
Yeah, they look at you and then ignore you.
How dare they?
Is there anything going on specifically other than the
No, we
reverencing towards
that.
King?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is there anything around?
No, and this is very weird. There's like there's certain spots that like go off into shadow, like where there might been a doorway or things like that. It's like
It just sort of stops.
yeah. There's just this pavilion.
I guess we want to look around. Gotta find a way back to the apparatus. Very least.
Has any of our clothing changed from what we were wearing, or anything about us
Nope.
changed?
You look totally normal. You know yourselves pretty well, and yeah, checking yourself over. It seems like you got everything you got.
Shadow's gonna pinch herself.
Okay, it hurts a little.
I'm not dreaming.
Do a quick little history check, everybody.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
I can
I'm
remind you of things that you already know.
17.
History.
11.
5.
Darwin, what'd you get?
I got a 11.
Okay. Nivik, you suddenly recall,
Oops, that was small. Sorry.
because you were the one actually doing this. This works out very well. You recall looking through Qualish's
Oh, that book.
journal.
It's journal, yeah.
And all of the interest on extra-dimensional spaces. And that he was kind of obsessed with it looking through there.
I'm going to take out my spellstone and flip through to those pages.
Yeah, it looks like that there's a lot about storing this extra-dimensional space in some sort of in-between.
This is perhaps a stored dimension? Stored extra-dimensional space?
How did we get in here then, though?
When Mr. Zorlin touched the globe,
Which was something we all decided to do.
when he alone decided to touch the globe,
Under the direct supervision of the pilot of this vessel.
Oh my god.
it was perhaps the trigger to this dimension. I would...
Acting alone. I was not.
Yeah, I kind of told him to.
Alright.
But yes, that is when it happened.
Perhaps we should look this area over for clues.
Does that... is there a throne? Do we see a throne?
Yeah, you see the throne
Does it
and the
look
king
like the
sitting on it.
chair that was on the statue?
Yeah.
I'm going to point that out to everyone.
Is
just
this
in case.
version of the king holding a glass ball thing?
He is not.
Bummer. Is there a glass ball thing anywhere
Do a
visible in this
perception
room?
check.
I'm gonna help.
I appreciate that. 8 or way, way better. 17.
You don't see any.
We gave it a good thorough look, so...
I want to examine the movements of the ghostly people and see. I'm looking specifically to see if things repeat, or if
Like if they're on a loop.
Oh, if it's a recording, kind of.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Okay, 22.
They are not looping.
Okay,
Mm.
so this is happening.
They do seem to be interacting with each other, and sometimes groups of them will go up before the king, and he will nod at them, and they go off, and they do seem to be talking, but you can't really understand it.
We can't.
Can we not hear
We
them?
can't
or can we not
understand it or we can't
understand
hear it.
It's
Yeah. Like if I cast,
It's like it is
Understand language.
jumbled, or half of it isn't there.
Okay.
so comprehending languages would not help.
It would not help.
Okay.
Because it'd still be jumbled and half transmitted. Uh-huh. Okay.
But they did
So-
react to me when I said hello, sort of. I guess we just want to look around and see what we can see. Look for clues.
You are in the kind of like the near where the doors maybe to this place would have been, and there's it's like a hall, and then the throne.
What place? Like,
What does this place look like?
is it circular? Is it
It's rectangular.
that maybe? Or,
Or somewhere else entirely.
Do another perception check. See if it's
I'm gonna help with that one.
natural one.
natural one.
Yeah, it was
Help
totally.
with
Ricky
that.
called
Totally.
helping.
Oh, help. 13.
Yeah, you don't think it's any of the places that you kind of saw when you were coming in over top of this. It looks like this is just someplace else. Maybe some other time.
Is there anyone up on the throne?
Yes,
For sure.
yes. There's a king.
The king is
on
on
the
the
throne.
throne.
I'm gonna
right now.
start heading towards that direction. A little
Okay.
bit.
Okay, yeah. You start walking towards the throne room. Anybody else?
I'd like to go. You said there's a couple areas like doors and stuff where it just sort of stops.
Yeah.
I'd like to go try and examine one of those. It just stops areas. Like
Yeah,
like
you can't pass through.
Okay.
it. It's more like it's like you like in a video game when you find a spot that you're not supposed to get access, and you
that's
just kinda
definitely
walk-
what I thought of before,
walk
but I
against
wanted
the
to see
wall.
if it was exactly like
Yeah,
Literally
yeah. You're actually
nothing
you
between
find
this
it
grass and
like
that
as
grass.
any
Like,
attempts to move forward, it's very soft, not able to get any traction.
Okay. So you'd see me doing like a real awkward mime thing on it for a while, and then I just stop.
Yeah,
I bet if we looked around, you could find a way through.
clip through it,
Yeah.
Just start jumping around the bricks.
Yeah.
fall into
Somewhere.
the nothingness below.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wait, maybe that's not it.
Yeah.
Hope you
Under
respawn.
mesh our way in.
Collision detection's never perfect.
Is there any like stuff lying around, like something that I could try and pick up and interact with?
No.
All right. Thought it was worth an ask.
I'm gonna follow Shadow up to the king.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
You're gonna shadow.
Yeah. There's a procession kind of going up currently.
We'll wait our turn.
Yeah.
I want to
okay.
observe how they interact with the king first.
They're all bowing.
Is there a special bow?
Yes, it's a very special bow that they
watching.
do.
It's special and fancy, I'm sure.
Yeah. And
Kind of practicing it while I'm watching.
I just stand off on the side and kind of look at her bow.
he nods at them and
Actually, it's kind of graceful.
yeah, do a perception check. See if how well you can know this bow.
Oh, no. I'm going to be lucky because that's a 3, and I really want to be good at this.
25.
10.
I guess I'll try.
21?
9.
25.
25.
What in the world just happened?
I didn't get in line. I see all of them doing it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they've got this.
Okay.
9.
10.
Okay.
Perception?
Yeah.
You roll this one?
Okay. 21.
Cool.
Gee whiz.
Yeah. You and Nivek, you've got their actions down. Yeah. And you the rest of you kind of still see what they're doing, but you guys will have advantage on your performance check if you try to do.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
See, that's why I didn't get in line.
They all
I was thinking of that step.
they all go off to the sides, and now you're the next up.
Okay. It's our turn to say Habba Dabba to the king.
Yeah,
Let us go.
You approach.
With
And
a bow.
do a bow. Yeah.
Bow
All
time.
hail the grand poobah.
Natural
They
20.
get. Oh my gosh! You didn't even need the.
You've
proficiency.
bowed like no one has ever bowed before.
You do have advantage, Darby.
Yeah, so I rolled a 4 and an 8, so 10.
Okay.
13 for me.
13.
We do have those.
Yes,
You
there's
don't
two.
have those.
I won't get advantage on another roll, right?
No.
No, it'd just be
that's
one
just
more
another
roll.
roll die that you can choose to use or not, I believe.
So, hey, Darwin.
You have to use that one.
Because currently I have a 10, but that's really in line with what I did.
Did they be with you?
Okay, so guidance.
Ooh. +4, yeah.
Stop failing, Darvin.
You know what? We never used them.
It's a 4. Oh.
He bonks his head on the floor. He bows too low.
Whack!
We have another one.
No.
No, I'm not gonna use another one. It was bad enough using one more. I could have kept my 10. I could have kept my 10, but no. Now I've got a. Sweet Jesus! I got a 7.
I'm just gonna keep my 10 because that's exactly what I got in my perception.
A 10. What was yours again?
I didn't get in line.
didn't get
I
in
did
line.
not get in
You
line.
got a, what is the total?
7.
7. You got a nat 20?
For a performance check of 22.
Okay, but it was a nat 20
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
13.
13. Okay, so you can see him. Actually, you see the king kind of like squint at you and you. But he seems very pleased with your bow. Very pleased.
Your bow has pleased
My bow was
the king.
adequate.
Your bow was
apparently.
adequate. Yours, he sees you as a noble. You can tell just by what he's emanating off. And
Perfect flourish.
he reaches into his robe and pulls out an orb, a
Okay.
glass orb, and it just floats over to you guys.
Okay, everyone hold hands. No, seriously, everyone hold hands.
I mean,
all right.
No.
I was saying
Okay.
over to him.
Goodbye, y'all.
I was just
Just
playing
make a
acting.
chain.
All right,
just
we
do it.
all do it. All right, we're
Commit.
doing it now. We're doing it now.
Boom! You guys are back in the apparatus of Qualish.
Or each other's clothing.
The the claw has come undone and is pulled away from the orb a bit.
Why am I?
I retract it the rest of the way now.
Did we learn anything from that?
Stop touching shiny objects.
I will probably not.
I gotta say, we have
I think I
probably-
will continue to touch shiny objects.
Did the king look like a Kenku, a human?
He looked like actually you realize now that you're looking at him, he looks like some sort of a ladrin kind of.
Oh, like elven-ish. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, and looking around, you see a lot of these frozen characters are elven.
Pointy, eerie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, I realize I just chose the stupidest way to phrase that.
Eerie.
Pointy theories.
Totally what they got.
I don't know. I guess we'll think about. Let's look for more clues to see what we can connect with that. I'm starting to think that the Kenku weren't the original inhabitants here.
Does the statue match the king we saw?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. Just making sure I actually, not assuming things. All right.
I think we've gleaned as much or as little as we possibly could from that.
Through the green goop, can we see kind of what these two curved things are?
That's the marketplace.
That's what you said was the marketplace.
Marketplace.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a road that's going around and that is curving through all this space, and it looks like there was a market
Okay, so
set
that's
up
just
along.
stalls set along.
Yes.
Okay. And then we saw what this is.
Those are some buildings. It might be housing or something like that, with like little alleyways in between them.
And this is just a cylindrical building?
From here, yeah, with a domed top.
It's the closest thing to us.
We could proceed that way and then counterclockwise around the perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you manipulate the apparatus of Qualish over. There's a large building. It's got actually, it has an open door, and it looks to be flooded with ooze.
Gonna go. Let's see. Does that seem to have like any of those airlocky things?
No, it's flooded with ooze on the
ooze.
inside.
So
Yeah,
let's go in. Can we get in? Is
yeah,
the door
the
big
door is big enough to get in.
Scuttle on in.
Yeah.
Does this thing swim?
No, a crab walks.
Just grab blocks.
So,
That I'm envisioning as the kind of, I don't know.
yeah, inside there seems to be a lot of arcane equipment. And as you look up through the little glass eyes on this thing, you're seeing a massive pipe coming up out and a hole opened in where the ooze is also pouring through. With this pipe that gets bigger and bigger in segments going up out of the top.
Like a huge honking telescope.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking telescope too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of books and things that are just being like dissolved away in different spots, and
Anything
this
look
looks
like it's
a
still intact?
very arcane kind of thing. Let's do perception checks.
Yee! I like rolling dice. Yeah, finally, I didn't roll like garbage. 21.
Natural 20 again.
You are just wasting
On
those
fire.
on looking at stuff.
Well,
but
I
hey,
meanwhile have a 9.
that is pretty darn good. And I've having a good
20s
day.
over
it's a
here.
total of
Good for
27.
Yeah,
Woke up on the right side of the bed.
I guess.
it's clear to you right away that at the other end of this telescope, the small end of this telescope, which you know is a telescope, for looking at stars very far away, is another glass orb in place of the lens.
Can we move the crab up so that it can look through the telescope?
Totally.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's
Scuttle on over.
If we get teleported again, let's.
Oh, I forgot
Be
to
careful.
write my new.
I mean,
Anything else with the 23? Oh, for crying.
Yeah, you notice it too. Totally. With
Yeah.
the 23, yeah, you also can point out the orb. Slightly slower than the nat 20, but you totally see it.
So I'm Internet Explorer searching. Okay.
Gotta give nat
Ask
20s
Jeeves
there.
here.
Yeah, I feel like even though it's not official that nat 20s are yay for like checks and stuff, I feel like you should celebrate nat 20s
You should.
a little bit.
But at the same time, if you think about it, if you're doing the absolute best you can, which is a nat 20, and it only adds up to like 20 or 19 in some people's cases,
Right.
and someone else rolls an 18 and it goes up higher, technically, even though they're not doing the best they can, they did better than you.
So
So I don't know. It's tricky.
you've moved the apparatus up so that you can look through the telescope
yes.
from the front of the lens. Yeah, yeah, you can see through there. It looks like if you could get your eye up to it, it might show you something, but you can't actually see much through it.
Can we climb the telescope?
Can we can see things through that weird lens claw thingy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It appears to have been designed to do that. Yeah, I think we could try it.
Yeah, try using the eyeball on that thing.
I'm going to maneuver it in without touching it to try and look through
Yeah,
the thing and
without
see if
touching
it works this time.
It is a blurry mess through this lens. It doesn't.
The green is in between it too, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be the problem. The problem is that this is not a. You don't think that this lens system is for looking through. Like, this doesn't help you in any way. You can't see through it, but it does allow light and other things to pass through.
Perhaps it was a focusing?
Maybe the only way we could get the weird bauble thing to teleport us was with that claw.
I'm going to see if I can cast Minor Illusion through it.
Okay.
Through
What
Through the lens from our side, right?
Oh, okay.
Got like a little, just
What do you
like-
want to? What do you want to have an illusion of?
A bunch of tiny little kittens eating Tabaxi brand cereal.
Yeah.
You
all in a
really love
circle.
Tabaxi brand
I
cereal.
don't know.
On the
Cats fixate
other
on stuff. That's what
side
Tabaxis do.
of this lens, all around the telescope, you see little kittens eating Tabaxi brand cereal.
All right, so
Do you want a brand
Don't know
deal
that
or
that taught me
something?
anything.
Or
So it's just like several casts. Just
Yep.
Can you reach that bauble with the? Oh, bauble, right?
Yeah.
Orbs or baubles?
They are.
let's touch it. I'm ready.
Okay, so this time, knowing what we know about touching these things potentially might transport us into some kind of weird pocket dimension. Would everyone like me to touch the glass thing?
Yes.
I say this very pointedly in your direction. Okay. Yeah.
totally.
I suppose, yeah.
All right, then I'm going to do that.
Deep
Now, with
breath.
everyone's full consent. Eye rolls.
With,
So sassy.
with no one to blame but ourselves.
All right. As you latch on,
No,
to
wait.
this,
Monk.
a flash fills the inside of the
No takes
apparatus. And you find yourself on a bright sunny day. On a there is some sort of long black pavement. We're just gonna call it to the east of you.
Okay.
Is a little like park. There to the west is a bunch of buildings. Mm-hmm. Some of them ornate, some of them all made out of wood and things like that. And this you can look down this roadway there's buildings all the way this way. There's buildings all the way to the north and south. And yeah, you're here. There doesn't seem to be a single soul around. And as you're standing here on this strange roadway, made out of a material not too different from some of the stuff that is in Everlight. Some more like, it's not a dirt road, it's not a. It's a constructed.
It's like a constructed thing, not just like a dirt track. Okay.
You feel a deep compulsion inside of you, each of you, to get to the heart of this city.
And we know where that is, more or less, or
Is this
like, is it a feeling to go that way, or
you don't feel that. You just feel that, like,
We need to get there.
we need to get there. Some part of you.
Does anyone else feel compelled? I'm
Strangely.
part of this here.
Mm-hmm.
yeah?
Oh,
Weirdly enough, yeah.
yeah. Now that you mention it, I would very much like to go to there.
Do a perception to kind of maybe gather where the center of all this might be.
Okay.
18.
18. All right. So you are looking around, and it's kind of difficult to tell. There's no place that seems to have like more buildings.
I'm gonna fly up
Excellent.
and get a bird's eye view.
Oh, look at Mr. Wings over here, flying and stuff.
Yeah, let
okay.
me tell you all about it.
Yeah. Okay. So you start going up into the air, and you can see the little chunk of park that was to the west. You can see more buildings this way. You can see a mountain, kind of a hill going up into the north, and you see a river to the south. There looks like there's some larger roadways down to the south, there's like 2 or 3 larger roadways going down to the south. But further to the south, you see that the buildings there becomes less buildings, and as the city spreads up the mountain hill, there's less buildings up that
So
way.
you
as well.
kind of have you've honed in on sort of where the center of the area is.
Definitely not
you're-
the south.
There's more stuff
mountain.
with bigger roadways to the south towards the river.
Oh, there's more stuff to the south.
Yeah. Well, there's more stuff to the south. Yes.
Okay, I thought you said there were fewer buildings.
I'm looking around for road signs.
All right. Yeah. Do a perception check.
Okay. 24.
Yeah.
Man, you're rolling good today.
Very perceptive.
You look up the street and down the street, and you can see that there are road signs at each of the corners, and it's in some language that you've never seen before.
Shadow. Can you comprehend languages?
Sure, let me give that a shot. Whomp.
Cool.
What do I see? I have comprehended the languages.
Where do you want to look? There's
signs
south
that are.
You are on a street. There's no signs right in front of you. You can go down to
Well,
the
he sees
south or
signs.
to the north.
The
Yes.
sign I'm looking at.
I'm looking at the sign he's looking at.
Okay. Do you want to look at the ones first to the south or to the north?
Whatever one he was looking at.
North, I guess.
North.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
You're looking at the signs to the north, and you see there's little signs for each direction. For the street that you are on, it says N and Street. And though going the other way, it says Gainsfort Street.
So for those of you at
Wow.
home, this is probably not terribly funny.
Those
Meanwhile,
are streets that are
if you
in
were
this town.
here
Yes.
with us in this town, you would know those
I
streets.
start writing down Gainsfort Street.
All right. Yeah. Do you, oh no.
Gainsport's actually a really weirdly popular name for streets, just so you guys know. Apparently
Yeah.
he was a Dutch general.
The literal translation means goose fort.
Yes, it does.
Wait, Goose Fort, you say?
Yeah.
I grew up on the corner of Gainsfort Street, so.
Yeah, at some point you have to
But
ask,
yes,
you know, right?
yes,
Like,
but it was named after a general,
Oh,
right? So it's strangely popular.
I can tell you to the other
to
side,
that.
you
D&D
see
one.
Yeah, I know, right?
West W Lansing Street.
So what?
Lansing.
W. Lansing Street.
West Lansing Street.
So what?
To the left.
To the south.
To the south.
You look to the north first. The south is that one.
Are we trying to get to Maple's Mocha?
I think we are.
Oh, for crying. Well done, lad.
Have I seen any anybody like moving around? Any
No, it's
living anything?
Completely empty.
I would like to.
There are some strange carriages that kind of look like ether carriages, kind of, or like runners. But for some reason, they have some sort of wheels on them.
Get out of there!
Why? Why, Fritz?
He couldn't even get
You're
it out.
destroying this brilliant
a
exposition
cat.
right now.
They're kind of like ether cycles, but carts.
With
Well,
wheels.
He said they
With
look
wheels.
kind of like runners, except they have
Runners
wheels.
or ether carts.
Which, of course, the description
have
of runners is like cars with no wheels. So,
Yeah, so they're-
yeah.
So runners with wheels.
but there's nobody anywhere from up above.
I would like to try and examine the ground, any like grassy area, see if I can like pick some up, see if I can interact with it.
Yeah, you totally can. There's you go over to the park that is to the west, and you can pick out some grass, and there's dirt. And,
I want to like smell
Sure,
it.
did
See
Yeah.
if- does it smell real?
yes.
Oh, this is surprisingly realistic.
It's already gone.
Oh no.
Where are we? What a
He will
strange
tip
place.
that over
Yeah, he's-
any second.
I
if
was
he
watching
can.
him.
What a strange
Cats.
place.
You know, who's that trickster god that we're kind of up against?
Fritz.
Fritz is the trickster god that we are currently up against. Fritz, come on, buddy.
Fritz is just a manifestation of Lyra.
What do?
You feel compelled to get to the heart of the.
There's more towards the south, so
Let us walk towards the south.
Okay, yeah, you start
Down the
taking a
Ann
trek
Street.
down Ann Street.
I'm flying still, but
Okay,
like
okay.
It's quite a
just
downhill
above
trek.
people.
Did you swoop down a little?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like right there with you.
Just
but,
enough to make us jealous of your sweet wings?
Birds like to fly, man.
You pass by a strange marketplace with a large sign that says Stewart's.
Okay.
And then
This is really just Easter
yeah,
egg-licious right
this
now.
is you're just going down the street. It's actually a decline. There's a
Sharp
you're going
decline?
downhill. That's what I'm trying to say. You pass by some more buildings, but Shadow, you can read all of these currently, and you see one is some sort of liquor shop. There's some some sort of
Something called Gus. I don't know what Gus is.
yeah,
Lots of Gus.
and yeah, a bunch of different stuff. Some sort of Adirondack Bank. And you
Is there any living thing in any of these buildings?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing alive here.
Very true.
How
to
about
form,
animals?
There doesn't seem to be any animals either. You pass a garden street and a church street.
Do you think there might be anything in that bank?
You mean like a
Church Street.
hoist?
Church Street. I wonder if they have a temple to Demir here.
And then there is some sort of like, you also notice there's these poles with like wires coming across them and stuff like that. And as you approach one of these larger streets, there is a changing lights that change between red and green and yellow.
And those are active?
Those are moving?
Mm-hmm. They're changing colors, and there's a little another post with a light switcher that has shifting between two little icons of a person walking and a hand stopped in red.
What is this magic?
Search for traps. Search for traps.
Yes. That's a good idea. Maybe this is...
Is the person human?
And the sign here also shadowed
he
does say
trapped in there
Main
too?
Street. Main Street.
Maine. This one says Maine. If we're looking for the center, I bet Maine is like, primary. Yes. So this must be...
Yes.
This must be somewhere along here.
Still wonder if we should have checked
Can
out
I-
that bank.
Can I tell if the glowing light boxes can see us?
You cannot.
I can't tell. No, I definitely can't. That was a 3.
Yeah, but there was no way to know.
No way.
No way to
They don't
determine that.
change their state in any way.
No. Would do.
Perhaps that's, did you search your traps? I'm thinking that we have to match our movement to what that sign says. When it has the hand out, it's beckoning us. When there's a person walking, we should stop.
Or maybe we match the movements. When the hand's up, I put my hand up.
Oh, yeah. We did.
Oh, that's so we're all just standing there,
And then when it's
hands
time to
out.
walk,
It slips and then it switches to the
then
wall.
we all walk.
Yeah.
But not like fast. Don't run. Just
Where
like
are you walking?
Kind
casual
of hunched
walk.
over.
Where are you walking to?
Towards the sign.
Towards the sign on the.
To cross the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you so you're going to the other side?
Wait.
of the main street?
Is there a clear path to the sign?
Yeah, there's little lines in the.
Yeah, we
I'm
follow.
making sure I walk in those.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely.
Stepping on each line to make sure. Like,
Walking on the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Along the lines.
Can't be too careful.
Alright. Nothing happens. Where would you like to go now?
Did real good. Good job, you guys.
Where do we feel?
Go
Do we feel
team.
drawn? Either
No,
way?
we
You
don't,
do
right?
you still
Or-
feel that compulsion to the heart of the city.
Looking from either side, it looks like it's denser on one side versus the other.
I'll fly up and take another look.
Yeah.
Look for anything that looks like a government building.
It does look.
Usually, probably something ornate.
Something fancy.
It does look denser to the west than the east.
What's it with my water tonight, dude?
He's water for him
Your
is his
water
favorite.
specifically, though. Like,
Yeah. Oh, it's human water. Like it won't drink out of that bowl. They'll drink out of the dripping sink.
you don't have the only water cup on this table, though. Like, he is
It's
after
clear,
your
though.
water. Oh,
It's
is that
clear,
it?
and it
Yeah.
seems to be the one he first comes across. So
Cat water is pet water. Pet water is sub water.
substandard, indeed.
All cats know that the humans have the good stuff.
So denser to the west.
we are the providers of
Go
bacon and meat.
I'm gonna also look for what he said. The more ornate, official-looking building.
Yeah, there does seem to be some official-looking buildings to the west. There's actually and one to the east.
Give him the description. So, sounds like west it is.
Well, let's give that a shot, and we'll see if we can find whatever we're looking for here.
So we're on the corner of Anne and Maine.
Yes.
And to the west is denser.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that correct?
It's not good.
It's the mirror. It's mirrored of what? I don't know what. It should be to the
Because
east.
the
When I look down at a
police
map of
station
it. Yeah, that should be to the
east.
east.
Unlike
You
my
are
character-
using meta knowledge, sir.
But yes,
Unlike my character,
This is
I
a
am
mirror
terrible
world.
navigator.
I will
Potentially,
go
though.
west then.
it could just be a, it's
Okay.
like a mirrored world. So
You
west we go.
guys head west. Anything you want to read?
I'll read along the signs. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna. What kind of buildings are these that we're looking at?
Yeah,
we
there's
walk
these
by?
big glass windows in a lot of them.
I'll look in all the windows.
Yeah. Okay. There is some sort of like, it looks like some sort of cafe you pass, and then some sort of restaurant. There's a giant copper-colored moose in the window.
Druids!
I was just gonna say, this must be the local druid
my
hangout.
spellstone out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try taking pictures of this stuff
Okay.
with my spellstone.
Yeah.
It's kind of creak in the door.
There is a as you can keep going, you come past 2nd Street. There's some sort of M&T bank on the other side of the street, and before you pass 2nd Street, and then there's this like dip down on the other side.
It goes downhill.
It goes there's a fall off.
Oh.
And some sort of maybe some sort of like weapon merchant, some kind of price chopper.
I would like to nominate the DM for points. That was great. It was great, and you loved it. Just admit it. That was fantastic.
Multiple marketplaces,
some kind
multiple
of-
banks. This must be a very wealthy area.
I mean, their logo is an axe, right?
It is.
It's an
It was
axe.
a big,
It's a wood.
it was a big axe. Yeah.
It's
So
an axe.
Maybe we should check that place out. I mean, they've got a couple of banks here. They could have all kinds of treasures inside. There's nobody even around.
We don't
I
have
caution you, though.
this
It is an unholy place. I have seen a church street, but I have not yet seen a temple.
Oh boy. Also, this is definitely one of those bubble. We're in a bubble right now, so I don't want to offset anything too strangely.
Yeah, you start feeling like you're getting closer to the heart of the city. You feel it inside of you. And in fact, you can start to see a glow from one of the buildings down the street.
We can't see ourselves.
What does is there any like wordage or anything like that around that
As
area?
you start to get closer, you can see that it says right on the front of this place, Meeple's Mug House.
It's not made of a mug. It's not like doesn't look mug shaped.
What the hell's a maple?
How is it a house?
We've seen mug houses before.
I mean, Mug House ought to be.
I
what ought to
suppose.
translate.
But is there anyone inside?
This isn't.
It's hard
Is
to
that just
see
your
inside.
songwriting brain going?
It's actually
Must be.
difficult to see inside. There seems to be a lot of boxes. There are brightly colored labels on them. There's a little inlet and then a door.
Still nobody inside?
You can't see that there's anybody inside or not. It's bright in there. It's
this
strangely
feel-
bright.
This feels like the place to be.
Yeah.
This just feels right.
It does. It feels very right.
I'll knock on the
they-
door. See if anyone comes to answer.
Nothing else.
Despite the fact that we've encountered 0 people or even wildlife, you knock on the door anyway. So polite.
Well, I mean,
Should we just head in?
Yes.
Was that a knock or a knock?
not a knock. I have to check if it's open.
As you go to check the door to head in, you see it's unlocked. And you open it.
I check for traps.
Okay, please do. There are no traps.
14. There are no traps.
And as you head inside,
You've ruined her checking for traps fun. She wanted
That
to
was
roll
perfect,
dice.
though.
as you head inside, it's the same kind of light that you experience when it floods the apparatus. And as you go in, you find yourselves back inside the apparatus of Quillish.
What was that about?
I don't know, but it felt very pleasant.
I felt like I wanted to be in that mug house.
Yeah, but then we didn't get to be in the mug house.
Mostly on a Monday.
It's almost as if I wished every day was Monday.
Or Sunday.
Or Sunday.
Sunday.
All right. What do?
It'd be great if we had seen ourselves playing.
In the back room, you see just a whole bunch of nerds sitting at a table. Just a whole bunch of them.
You feel both repulsed and invited.
I draw my name.
Let's touch it again. Let's touch it again. Let's see if we can bring something into it and leave it there.
Or something else.
And then see if we can take something out.
Perhaps
If we saw that,
perhaps
Go
that
to the
chopper,
weapon merchants.
Yes!
The chopper of price.
Yes!
Have a weapon for us.
What do?
Try
Should we try touching it
try
again?
touching it again.
I want to try and touch it again.
You are flash transported to the same spot you started in last time. There's a road,
A
a
park.
park,
Okay.
and you
No, the
feel a
sign.
compulsion to get to the heart of the city.
Let's do this.
Where you picked up the grass. The grass still.
Yeah, I want to go check the spot where I pulled up a clump of glass.
It is. It is
It-
still.
It's still pulled like
the
I did,
same
or
thing. Yeah,
It's
what you
been
did
affected.
has changed this place. Yes.
all right.
All right, so we can affect the world. We know that much now. All right, let's go. So I'm just gonna take a copper and put it next to the chunk of grass,
Oh, okay.
Like-
so we can leave
Okay,
it there.
so that was part of it, right? We want to
See
try
if-
and see if we can leave something.
Yeah, I'll also like keep count of my copper so I know if it's out of my inventory when
Sure.
we land.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the chopper of price
Yes, and get
Okay.
some weapons.
and get some weapons.
Yeah. So
Let's do that.
you head down there, and it takes a little while for the walk.
Especially with all the.
Yeah. You get in front, and it looks like this should be the door, but it's just a big window, and yeah, there doesn't seem to be any handles or anything to open the doors.
I'm going to approach and examine it.
Okay. Do an investigation.
16 plus... total of 19.
Yeah, as you approach, the doors open.
What magic is this?
Oh!
Wizardry!
as the door opens, I tackle him. Take cover!
You have another inspiration.
It's okay. We're not laughing at you, buddy.
I'm like, I'm on the ground, like, overdiving, just like,
Yeah, as
Nothing
you
happened.
yeah, you guys you kind of like tumble off to the side, and the doors close.
I'd run over. Is everything all right?
The doors open.
My goodness!
I do the same thing.
You reach over and grab me.
You're gonna get yourself killed!
I'm gonna cast minor illusion in front of the door and make it look like someone's just walking there helplessly.
Yeah, it opens for them.
Oh wait, does anything happen?
No.
Like darts or fire? Or
No.
Pits?
No.
I think it's safe, you guys.
Well, it would be a poor merchant who tried to kill its customers.
Draw my
Particular
battle axe
weapons.
and I draw my rapier.
Okay.
Oh,
Are we going in?
Go ahead.
yeah, let's go.
We're all like weapons drawn. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
like this is. Who knows what this is? Maybe this is actually some sort of battle arena. Like we don't really know.
All right. You head as you head in. You realize there's these look like little almost like a merchant stalls full of vegetables and fruits and things that you're not really familiar with.
I've never seen so much food.
What strange?
They must be wealthy, incredibly wealthy people.
What are these strange yellow tubes that are all stuck together?
I go pick up any produce that looks even remotely familiar to me.
Okay.
But only the ones that would look familiar to me. Like, if I don't know what an avocado is, I'm not messing around with an avocado.
Yeah.
Do any of them look even remotely familiar to us?
Sure, they're very similar to food that you've seen.
Okay, then I'd like pick up, let's say, an apple.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and take a bite out of it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh my gosh, it's really good. It's like I've never had a fruit this good before. These people must be very wealthy to have such amazing. It's so sweet, crunchy, and just
Shadow is going to try to smell and see if she can find any place, like smell something that smells like Tabaxi bran or meat.
Okay. Yeah.
Meat and Tabaxi bran,
All right.
but she's down for it.
Yeah, you guys start searching through this building.
I was promised a chopper.
Strangely, there are very few weapons.
Over in the kitchen section,
You find
there
some
might be
knives
Some
and
knives,
things like
some
that.
small knives.
Some pans, but they are obviously kitchen utensils and not really. And that's about it.
Well, a terribly misleading storefront.
Do I
Indeed.
do I find the coffee aisle?
Yes.
Oh my
All
god!
kinds of. Yeah.
You start crying.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I hope we can.
Until this moment, I did not believe that there was such a thing as a heaven. I am re-examining those beliefs.
Yeah. You find the meat, and you find the cereal aisle.
Amazing.
They are,
At this
they are
point,
boxes.
there's just like tears.
Boxes just like Tabaxi brand comes in. But there's just a bunch.
Rasin brand?
Yeah, there's
This is not
tons more cereal
Rasin?
selection than is in
However,
Everlight.
You should find at least one cereal that has a large tiger.
I definitely grabbed one of those. Some cornflakes.
Yeah,
This one has a toucan.
yeah. It's weird. So there's a
I-
very
I
weird
wander over,
Aetherflux,
like,
yeah.
They look
as
silly.
much bags of coffee as I can carry. This place is amazing.
Yeah.
Just grabbing steaks all over
Shadows.
the place. It's heaven brought me. It's heaven.
Yeah. Shadow's got like beef jerky and just all kinds of different
This one has a
cereals.
picture of a cat on it.
What's that?
I don't know. I can't read it, but perhaps it's
What does
something.
it? What does it say on it?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
like
yeah.
cat food?
It's
Friskies? Meow meow.
Friskies.
Nine
There you go.
lives.
Yeah,
I'm gonna smell it.
it doesn't smell like anything.
I don't know what that is.
It smells like metal.
I hope it's not made of cats.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Why would they have such a barbaric product with all this stuff?
They got all this bird seed, so
Oh yeah, they do have packs of bird seeds. They might even have some bells.
Yeah, you totally find a bell. Yeah.
score.
All right.
What did I look for?
What's
What? Have we established that Nivek has a particular snack or thing that he is into?
If it was Ander, they'd be like the beauty products section. But it's not Ander, it's
I mean,
Nivek.
Snow would be right there too.
Yeah. Oh,
Beer.
Guys, there's a whole oil of stuff.
I guess I would, hopefully
Yeah.
fluid.
Yeah, and to all you guys, all the labels except for Shadow, they're all in some foreign script that just looks really weird. So
I
you
could-
can't find anything via reading it unless you come and bring it to her and have her check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
But I would have recognized like the smell of coffee. Though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I am
Yeah.
I am
You
literally
walked in
like
and you were
this
like-
much. Yeah. So I just tried to take one of each,
Yeah, okay.
as many, and I'm just like as much as I can carry.
Yeah.
That pad's down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
jam
took
stuff in it.
fruit and beef jerky.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing in there. It's a decoy.
it's a decoy.
I probably previously had some fruit and some beef jerky that I have now dropped, just in lieu of carrying more coffee.
Okay.
Improve feature.
Oh, was that a sneeze that spooked you?
Oh, Fritz.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm going to say you can leave with those if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nobody that tries to stop us or anything?
Nope.
There's
You've
no one here.
You've ramshackled the store. You've taken as much stuff as you can.
It's all just coffee and also just a couple of tea for variety.
Happy. Blah, blah, blah.
Some Heidelberg bread.
Are you heading back to Meeples?
Yes, we feel compelled to do so, do we not?
Yes.
Should we stop by the bank? But I really want to go over there now again.
I'm awful, so I can't.
All right. Yeah.
I'm worried about
Well,
these
I'm
things
lawful,
not coming
too.
through, so I've actually opened up
Like,
the
I'm
bag of the frosted
I'm
flakes,
lawful
Yeah.
neutral.
and I'm trying some.
They are ridiculously sweet.
Whoa! Wow, these are wow. These are really different from Tabaxi brand. I'm gonna like offer some to everybody. It's frosted flakes.
Man, these are really good.
We felt the corporate band hammer descending.
All right, so you head back into Meeples, and you appear back inside the apparatus of Quillish with all your stuff.
Yeah! Ah! A loud cheer is just heard. We gotta stop.
Yeah.
How do we get that orb so we can come back here whenever we want?
What's it attached to?
I'm now going to write boatload of coffee.
Yes, yeah.
From another dimension.
Armful.
Extra dimensional boatload of coffee.
I just think it'd be hilarious, like if tomorrow on the news they're like, and in other news, there were mysterious break-ins in Ice Java.
So I'm going to make that boatload of coffee,
The
comma, extra dimensional.
The cereal, the coffee island, all of the bird stuff.
Very specific raids were led inside Price Java. Several pounds of steak.
And beef jerky, I think.
Beef jerky, yeah, just
You're sticking with practical things.
I can't think. I mean,
Well, practical, but also, I mean,
school
it would have been lots of exotic
like
fruits
paper
to
and
us.
tape and
oh my god,
sparkle
yeah, that's what I'm
glue.
looking at a bunch
Oh,
of that.
okay.
Yeah, sparkle glue, man.
Oh yeah.
It's magical.
You probably saw the ink pens and was like,
They got ink inside their pens. Damn.
That is some of that stuff is pretty standard. Goodberry, before they were producing the phones, that you all, the spell stones that you all now have, they did produce a lot of magical office equipment, ambulatory file cabinets, things like that.
Self-dipping pens.
You don't need to dip the pen. You could write so much faster.
All right, so you are back in the apparatus. What do?
Can we break off the part of the telescope underneath the orb and carry that with us?
You can try. Would you like to attempt to do that?
Oh, what if we just be careful? We don't actually break it.
What if
What if it needs to be attached to work?
Do you want to do it?
as much as I want to, I also don't want to chance absolutely breaking this thing.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Uh-huh.
and see if it's something that can pull loose.
Okay, you do that, and it does not pull loose. It is pretty well attached.
I would think that this must be set here, unfortunately.
I mean, this thing could be powering it.
But this was a statue powering the other. It was a statue.
It's all magic. It's all weird, so...
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assist with that?
Yeah. You definitely get a help from us. You help it. Fritz is helping.
21.
Okay. Here, from what you've looked at in the books, from what you have experienced, or you didn't experience, but what you've heard these guys talk about the book that was in the library, and from all this other stuff, you understand a lot more about like this being an interdimensional space. It's a self-contained magical kind of portal to an extra dimensional space. It is not necessarily like magically locked into this position, but it is affixed. Probably. There's nothing about this magic that seems to say that like it's gonna like hold itself here, stay here.
So we could take it.
Theoretically. It is like adhesive to this telescope.
That's stupid. Can you
Never
imagine?
pay for food again.
Plus, there might be other things there that we could use. I wonder.
Maybe there actually is a weapon store. It's probably called like the food market or something.
Well, yeah, this world.
What a
is so
strange people.
To confuse
Maybe that's what Stewart's is.
Yeah,
the steward of the
a
weapon.
steward with carrying your
Okay.
Or
So-
if we did find a government building, perhaps
It is
the
10
guards'
o'clock.
weapon.
Okay.
Should I try and snap this thing off? And I go not for like right next to it, but like a little ways down.
Okay.
And then
crush the.
Do
I snip.
a survival check.
Come on.
Bardic Inspiration, D8 actually, because I leveled up.
May the near be with you.
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Roll some dice.
Roll all the things. You don't have to roll the bardic inspiration unless you feel the need to.
So, not gonna lie, I rolled a 20 on that die.
Ooh! You're just throwing that.
And this is just the
D4
free
in.
4 guidance?
Serious, you just rolled a 20?
I did.
He totally did.
Okay. Yeah, you chop it off and you got it in your hand. You got it in your claw.
Does it fit into the little tube
Wood tube.
to pass it? Didn't we have like a little pockety tube to put things in?
But we could go back to the
They
building we
could put it
started
in the airlock. In the
Oh, yeah,
lagoon
yeah.
Let
lock.
the ooze.
Drop it into drop
Okay.
it into the airlock. Tuck it in the corner so we don't accidentally
All
step
right,
on it.
you
later.
navigate back out of the building over to the airlock with this, and you drop it into the airlock.
Cereal and bells for eternity!
Maybe I'll look at some of those other aisles.
Done. Next. Actually, I think we're gonna.
No,
call
we
it
probably.
here.
That's a
probably
good,
call it.
that's
yeah,
a good
that's
ending
pretty-
spot. Oh my gosh.
Considering we just
What
burgled.
did you just let us do? We have just stolen a dimension
I am not.
filled with cereal.
I am not worried. I can tell you that much.
I mean, look, if free groceries is gonna break your game, I feel like
That's fair.
we haven't been running a high survival game. Like, just saying. I know
Yeah.
some people do.
Yeah.
And for some types of gameplay, that can be interesting.
I can, besides, if I give it a long rest, I can select create food and water now.
Oh,
so,
Ooh, so
I
this
mean-
is just adding to your repertoire.
Well, now I don't have
honestly.
to, right? Because you just.
Yeah, but like, dang.
But how long does the grocery store last? You know what I mean?
Well, there's only 5 of us, so
I mean, it would last a pretty good amount of time, even if it never replenished itself. Figure
Yeah.
all the canned goods and stuff.
That's true.
Dried pastas. I mean,
All right. Thank you for watching,
days.
various people out there on internet land. And we will be back tomorrow with the Odd Lot.
Prepare for even
with a
more
different
puns.
flavor of shenanigans.
Different non-space Dungeons and Dragons.
Still dungeony, still dragony. We'll probably tell at least a couple puns,
but and in Meeple's Bunkhouse.
and we'll be in Meeple's Monka.
Yeah, it's in
The heart of the city.
the heart of the city.
All right.
Certainly in our opinions.
Good night.
Good night.
Later, dudes.
Bye.